met you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met you, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met you, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You've met you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. let you match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get some more. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get some more. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met you, match you, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all.
Hey everyone, good evening, welcome. I hope you all are doing amazing and really well. I for sure am because we are going to witness an amazing thing. We have Masters Arena presents Battle Pyramid, and it's going to be the first day. Now, this is a new system of a tournament. It is on a trial period, so I'll have to do quite a lot of explaining in this situation. But before doing that, I'm quickly going to welcome our co-caster. That's going to be none other than the great analyst Zero. Zero, आप कैसे हैं?
मैं बढ़िया हूँ एंड आई एम जीरो गाइस। आई होपफुली आप लोग मुझे जानते होंगे और मैं इस बार ज्वाइन करने वाला हूँ बेटर यूनिट में। स्काई डेट का ऑब्वियसली ही इज बीइंग सेंसिटिव फॉर मी। काफ़ी अच्छी चीज़ें सिखा रहे हैं ये। बढ़िया, अभी काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें यहाँ पे होने वाली, बट उससे पहले इस स्टूडेंट का पैटर्न हम आपको एक्सप्लेन करने वाले हैं। सो या लेट्स बिगिन।
एब्सोल्युटली सो बैटल पिरामिड एक वीक लॉन्ग पिरामिड टाइप टूर्नामेंट होगा एंड इसके एक्सप्लेनेशन के लिए आपको ऑफ कोर्स एक पिक्चर जरूर देखनी पड़ेगी बिकॉज वंस यू विल सी दैट यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट मच बेटर नाउ इन order to simplify it for you, I'll just have to tell you. Firstly, we will have 8 teams that will register on Monday, and then we'll have 8 teams that will register on Tuesday. Now, top 2 teams from each day will battle with each other, and we will get 2 teams from both of those days. Now, those 2 teams will hold the tier 1 tower. On Wednesday, we will have 8 more teams registering, and from those 8 teams, we will have 2 teams, top 2 teams, and जो टावर 1 होल्डर्स की जो 2 टीम थी वो वेंसडे की टॉप 2 टीम से मैच करेंगे, बैटल होगी एंड ऑफ कोर्स जो 2 टीम्स जीतेंगी वो जाएंगी सीधा टावर 2 को होल्ड करने के लिए. नाउ थर्सडे दोबारा से 8 टीम्स रजिस्टर करने वाली हैं, उसमें से हमें टॉप 2 टीम्स मिल जाएंगी. दे विल बैटल विद द 2 टीम्स इन टावर 2 एंड उनमें से जो 2 टीम्स जीतेंगी दे विल मूव टू नन अदर देन टावर 3. एंड फ्राइडे को अगेन दिस विल बी द लास्ट चांस, क्योंकि अभी तक जितनी भी टीम्स हारी हैं वो सब ट्राई करेंगी फ्राइडे के रजिस्ट्रेशन में शामिल होने की, क्योंकि टावर होल्ड करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो फ्राइडे में दोबारा से 8 टीम्स रजिस्टर करेंगी जिनमें से हमें टॉप 2 मिलेंगी. नाउ दोस टॉप 2 टीम्स विल बैटल विद द टीम्स इन टावर 3 एंड उनमें से जो विनर निकलेंगे दे विल मूव टू द ग्रैंड फाइनल्स एंड ग्रैंड फाइनल्स में से हमें एक विनर मिल जाएगा बैटल पिरामिड का. सो नाउ दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द एंटायर प्रोसेस. नाउ ऑफ कोर्स कई लोग ये सोचेंगे कि यार इससे अच्छा तो हम सीधा फ्राइडे को ही रजिस्टर करते हैं, जब उन 8 टीम्स में से हमें मैक्सिमम कितने 3 या 4 मैचेस ही करने पड़ेंगे, हम क्यों मंडे को रजिस्टर करके एक्स्ट्रा मैचेस खेले टावर्स होल्ड करने के लिए. नाउ दिस इज द कैच गाइस, दिस इज अ ट्रायल पीरियड, वी आर जस्ट टेस्टिंग थिंग्स आउट राइट नाउ. बट once we will introduce the 5 digit prize pool that will be coming in, हम टावर होल्डर्स के लिए कुछ स्पेशल पर्क्स भी इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे एंड उनको कुछ स्पेशल रिवॉर्ड्स, प्राइजेस, पर्क्स, आप जो कहना चाहें वो कह सकते हैं, वो चीज उनको जरूर मिलेगी. सो अगर आपको उन चीजों को भी ग्रैब करना है देन यू वुड हैव टू होल्ड दोस टावर्स. एंड अगर आप टावर होल्ड करोगे तो बेसिकली आपको एक लाइफलाइन टाइप्स की भी मिल जाती है, बिकॉज इफ यू आर होल्डिंग द टावर you will have a few more days to register your teams and then get back into those games. So this is going to be the entire system of the battle pyramid. Now इसको मैंने explain तो कर दिया है, let's hope सारे लोग वहां पे समझ गए होंगे. बट एक चीज तो जरूर है, अभी जीरो आपको बताने वाले हैं कि आज के जो हम 3 मैचेस देखेंगे that will be 2 सेमीफाइनल्स एंड 1 ग्रैंड फाइनल्स, वो किन टीम्स के साथ होने वाले हैं. बिकॉज 2 टीम्स हमारे सामने हैं इस वीक की टावर 3 होल्डर्स एंड 2 टीम्स हमारे सामने होंगी लास्ट वीक की टावर 3 होल्डर्स. नाउ सिंस दिस इज अ ट्रायल पीरियड, सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट एंड प्रोबेबली द ओनली टाइम विल बी डूइंग दिस, क्योंकि जब ये प्रॉपर्ली लॉन्च हो जाएगा उस टाइम से वी विल only conduct the matches between the teams of that specific week, and हर वीक के एंड में आपको एक नया विनर जरूर मिल के आएगा. तो चलिए जानते हैं जीरो से कि आज की कौन सी 4 टीम्स हमारे सामने रहेंगी.
ओके, सो बेसिकली फर्स्ट मैच होने वाला है टीम एम्पेरियम वर्सेस टीम नॉट डिसाइडेड येट का, जिसमें से हमें फर्स्ट फाइनलिस्ट हमारा मिल जाएगा. और सेकंड मैच होने वाला है टीम उचिहा वर्सेस 25, जिसमें से हमें हमारा सेकंड फाइनलिस्ट मिलेगा. तो बेसिकली यहाँ पर 3 मैचेस होने वाले हैं टोटल. सो या दैट्स इट.
Exactly, and all these matches are going to be best of 3, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be extremely engaging, and we're going to enjoy it a lot. Now, I know you all are waiting, all the fans are out there, they all are waiting. Make sure to quickly hit that like button, click on the subscribe one as well as click on the bell notification so that you would stay up to date with all our upcoming tournaments, and you're going to make sure that you never miss a beat. Now, we will be starting match number 1 very quickly, guys. Just hold on for a little longer because good things always take time, but we're not going to take any longer than we already have. I know you're waiting. We are going to quickly jump into the drafting screen. Now, Zero, कोई तो पोकेमॉन था जो एक परमानेंट बैन है, क्या नाम है उसका?
बेसिकली मुझे जेशियन परमानेंट बैन है इस टूर्नामेंट से, बिना बैन किए तो वो पिक नहीं कर सकते ऑब्वियसली। आई होप ये चीज़ हम रैंक पे ही कर सकते हैं, बट या आपको क्या लगता है बैन फेस में कौन से दो पोकेमॉन है जहाँ पर बैन होने वाले हैं?
Honestly, knowing how well Glaceon has been fitting in this meta and how broken he actually is right now, I am expecting the team on the orange side to actually ban it out. क्योंकि काफी ज्यादा chances है कि team purple side पे जो होगी वो सीधा उसको pick कर लेगी. Now we're gonna see the bans coming in. What? We're gonna
वेल ये
see an
काफी इंटरेस्टिंग
Urshifu
था
and a
कि
Hoopa.
यस उर्शिफू मुझे काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा अनएक्सपेक्टेड लगा, बट यार हुपा का बैन होना थोड़ा सा एक्सपेक्टेड था वैसे यहाँ पर।
Hmm. I'm देखते हैं because no one's actually trying to prioritize Glaceon right now. I even saw the buff that came on Cinderace, so I'm expecting his damage to be a little better. But again, I heard from someone named Zero that क्योंकि गेम में बहुत सारे speedsters हैं तो शायद Cinderace उतना ज़्यादा prefer ना करे लोग. But again, I was waiting for the Glaceon and now we are probably gonna see it.
वेल अगर देखा जाए ना तो उसका जो पायरो बॉल है वो बफ हुआ है, बट अगेन कहीं ना कहीं ब्लेज की का एडवांटेज मिलता ही है किसी भी स्पीड के अगेंस्ट से डॉज करने के लिए, उससे किसी भी तरीके से मिलता ही एडवांटेज। बट यार मुझे देखना है कि यहाँ पे लास्ट पिक कौन सा जंगलर पिक किया जाएगा।
Exactly, क्योंकि वो ही सबसे ज्यादा मेन रहने वाला है. It's going to be important. Now we're going to see some Garchomp coming in as well. Trevenant, LD, Sylveon, a pretty decent lineup coming in from Team Emperium. But again, I'm expecting someone जो कि backline की तरफ dive भी कर सके उनकी टीम की तरफ से, because Trevenant एक अच्छी opening provide करेगा. He's literally going to break that front line and the battle position that will be coming in from team not decided yet. So I'm expecting some kind of Pokemon जो कि सीधा backline की तरफ dive कर सके.
वेल बैकलेन के लिए पोकेमॉन तो मिला नहीं, बट यहाँ गार्चॉम्प को देखते हैं यहाँ पर बजोल और नाइनटेल पिक कर लिया था, तो यहाँ पर काफी ज्यादा स्टन का सामना करना पड़ सकता है बजोल गार्चॉम्प को यहाँ पर।
Exactly, and सामने क्योंकि Clefable भी है and Glaceon भी है, you know there is going to be a lot of healing along with a lot of burst. Now, honestly, I was expecting Glaceon to be first pick. First pick तो नहीं, but second round में pick जरूर हो गया था. Now, I really want to see how this buff is actually working out because I mean, what has your experience been with Glaceon Zero?
एक्चुअली मैं शॉक था इस चीज़ को देख के कि ग्लेशियर को प्रायोरिटी यहाँ पर नहीं दी जा रही थी, क्योंकि जहाँ तक मैंने देखा था 2 या 3 अटैक करने के बाद उसके पास जो 8 स्टैक्स हो जाते हैं क्रिस्टल के, वो बहुत ज़्यादा डैमेज देते हैं। और एटलीस्ट अगर मैं देखा स्टैट हिसाब से बताऊँ तो शायद यहाँ पर गार्चम की एचपी आधी कर सकती है वो पोकेमॉन काफ़ी ईजिली। बट हाँ अगेन डिपेंड करता है कि उसे कैसे खेला जाता है और किस तरीके से उसको कवर मिलता है, क्योंकि उसको कवर मिलना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अगर गार्चम उसके पास चला गया वहाँ पे सब खत्म है।
Exactly, close range Garchomp is literally almost unstoppable. But वही you just mentioned that there's a lot of chain CC. Hello, Ninetales अभी एक छोटा सा buff भी उनको मिला था, तो फायदा जरूर उठाने की कोशिश करने वाले Jordan what? I guess that's his
जार्डर
name.
वाट
Yeah, Jordan what? Never mind. My pronunciation is just wild at this point. पंखा खराब है मेरे कमरे का, ठंडी हवा नहीं मिल रही है मुझे, दिमाग गर्म चल रहा है. But anyways, Naruto अपने क्लेफेबल के ऊपर ही इज गोइंग टू ट्राई एंड प्रोवाइड अ लॉट ऑफ हीलिंग. बट आई वांटेड टू मेंशन स्लो ब्रो एज वेल, क्योंकि आपने स्टन की बात करी थी. नाइनटेल्स काफी ज्यादा सीसी, साथ ही साथ बजबोल सीधा स्लैम ही देता है वो तो. एंड इवन अलोंगसाइड विद देम वी हैव आल्सो गॉट स्लो ब्रो. तो अगर कहीं ना कहीं गार्चॉम्प विल ट्राई टू क्लोज इन दैट गैप, बाकी स्टन से अगर वो बच भी जाते हैं, देन उसके बाद यू हैव स्लो ब्रो इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू हु कैन लिटरली जस्ट स्टॉप यू इन दैट वन स्पेसिफिक पोजीशन फॉर अ फ्यू सेकंड्स. उससे कैसे बचेंगे, दैट इज समथिंग आई रियली वांट टू सी.
बट हाँ अगर यहाँ पे जंगल की बात करूँ तो यहाँ पे ग्लेशियर को जंगल करना है, जो कि काफी ज्यादा सही चीज है, क्योंकि लेवल 4 पे उसका फर्स्ट मूव खुलने के बाद शायद उतनी ज्यादा पावरफुल नहीं होती है, बट या लेवल 6 के बाद वो लिटरली अनस्टॉपेबल होने वाली। तो अगर टॉप पे उसे थोड़ा सा और फार्म मिला और वो लेवल 6 की होती है तो हाँ वो टावर में बहुत ज्यादा खतरा हो सकता है टीम ऑरेंज को। बट हाँ यहाँ पर हमें सामने गोल्डन बैच गार्चा में, तो उसे हम इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर।
एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. एंड यहीं पे अब अगर हम फोकस करें थोड़ा ज्यादा डैमेज खाते हुए फिलहाल इस पॉइंट वसूल, बट नहीं, सर्वाइव आराम से कर जाएंगे, ज्यादा दिक्कत नहीं होती हुई उनको. Not any major skirmishes that are occurring, but we still have got key on that Sylveon trying to do that poke damage, forcing them back. Emperium just playing it slow. No one is showing any kind of aggression. No one's actually going in for stacking. They're just playing it safe. They know that अपने opponent को अभी इस time पे farm उन्हें नहीं देना है बिल्कुल. So we will probably see some skirmishes that will be occurring when the mid Aldroses will spawn up.
वेल देखा गया ना तो चैंडलियर यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा स्मार्टली खेला और सही टाइम पे जंगल पे रोटेशन मार दिए बिना कोई चांस ले कि ग्लेशियर से थोड़ा फाइट करना पड़े उसे। और ग्लेशियर वो
हम्म।
टाइम देख के निकल गया था और बजोल मुझे दिख रहे हैं कि वो जंगल इनवेटली जा सकते हैं। थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे आ सकते हैं चैंडलर, बट या अगेन मुझे यहाँ पर स्क्रीन के सामने देख भी रहे हैं कि अगेन हमारा ट्रेवलेंट भी जंगल इनवेटली जा चुका है।
ओ ओ यहाँ पे की थोड़ी ट्रबलसम पोजीशन में आते हुए, बट अगेन आराम से सरवाइव भी कर जाएंगे, ज्यादा दिक्कत नहीं आई है फिलहाल। विल फाइनली सी गारचॉम्प एंड एल्डेस गोइंग इन फॉर दोस स्कोरिंग्स एंड वी गोना सी, वेट व्हाट इज दैट, अ स्टील? नहीं, ग्लेशियन को आराम से सिक्योर करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं हुई। एक ग्रिम यहाँ पे टेक डाउन जरूर हो जाएंगे, वाज ट्राइंग टू बाय एज मच टाइम एज पॉसिबल, वाज नॉट एबल टू डू दैट। चैंडलियर को यहाँ पे अपना एवोल्यूशन भी मिलता हुआ याही को विल बी सीन इन दोस skirmishes a little more now for now। बजवूल काफी पोक खाते हैं, this is one of the most annoying things when you're literally just walking and then there's enemy support who's continuously basic attacking you, poking you. It gets so annoying and it's so enraging because when you try to close in the gap, they just run backwards and you know that you will win that fight, but you'll just have to face that poke in your face.
बट यार यहाँ पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फेस आ चुका है, लाइक 720 की बीच में यहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट फाइट होती है, डिसाइड होता है कि किस लेन पे साथ अग्रेस करने वाली है टीम और कौन सा ऑब्जेक्टिव लेने वाली है। तो यार यहाँ बॉटम लेन में काफी अच्छी फाइट देखने को मिल रही है।
Absolutely, यहाँ पे भी नाइट मूव्स ऑलमोस्ट किसी के पास भी नहीं है इस टाइम पे, so they'll probably be just trying to get those moves as quickly as possible. For now, we'll probably see the first skirmish towards that bottom side wherein the Reggie objective will spawn. फिलहाल Buzzwool is just trying to outplay Arjon Skyrus. That's what a way to finish him. Just slammed him into his own skull. And we've got a Lola Ninetales as well with the CC. Reggie Steel is right there. Trevenant trying to zone them out. The HP is quite low. And there we go. Another chain CC coming in. Slow bro with a double KO streak. Sylveon though. Somehow
या
getting
बट यहाँ
that
पे
trade
टीम
in
लोगों
their
को थोड़ी
favor. Hmm.
यहाँ पर टीम लोगों को थोड़ी दिक्कत हो सकती है क्योंकि वो वैसे ही सिक्योर कम था और उन्हें फिनिश ऑफ भी कर दिया गया। यहाँ पे टाइम रहता है, अब थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है टीम लोगों को क्योंकि यहाँ पर रेजी स्टील मिल चुका है। यहाँ पर टॉप लेन पे जो फाइट होने वाली है शायद थोड़ा सा एडवांटेज उठा सकती है टीम रेड उसका।
Exactly, Emperium. They've got the Unite moves now. They can literally use that to pressure all the other lanes that are on the map as of now. We've still got Regieleki up, so they might as well try and quickly secure that as well. They've got that farm advantage that they needed. They've got the Unite moves that they needed because I can only see Glaceon with that Unite up, while almost three people, that Chandelier, Sylveon, as well as Garchomp with the Unite moves on the side of Team Emperium. So definitely, this is a time wherein they can actually use that to their advantage. Buzzwool's gonna go and get that slam in. Did not use the Unite move, but forced Sylveon to use theirs. So that's some pressure off of them. But again, in the EXP department, for now it is Team Emperium. But there we go towards the back line. LD Groth. Wait, what? He dodged
हाँ,
everything.
यहाँ पर एक हवा में यूनाइट यूज हुआ, पर यहाँ पे गार्जियन का यूनाइट काफी अच्छे तरीके यूज हुआ है, सीधे बेस पे यूनाइट हो रहा है, पर बजोल पीछे से आ चुके हैं। यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम का सामना करना पड़ सकता है। या बजोल ने काफी अच्छा संभाला है यहाँ पर और सिर्फ सिल्वी और यहाँ पर बची हुई काफी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम में लग रही है और बजोल ने उन्हें भी पिक ऑफ किया यहाँ पर। चैंड और देखते हैं क्या करेंगे यहाँ पर।
I honestly think the only thing that he can absolutely do at this point is to just quickly go back and retreat, because he can try and poke them down, but for now, okay, Trevenant is coming in for the support. Elde is also right there. Now things might turn around. Oh, no, wait, what? He was actually just trying to buy time, Clippable, because their team got the Regieleki and it will go towards the goalpost as well, while the other members will quickly be forced to back in their tier 1 as the Lone Ninetales was taken down. Trevenant, with that on Unite move, will try to just zone all of them off. Even though the Regieleki was onto their tower, they're still trying to go in for that aggress. 152 to 92 is the score difference, and we're quickly going to see Unite moves being used up from both of those teams as we're going to finally see that disengage. I mean, they were somehow trying to go in for that punish, but no real objective was being secured in that situation. While towards the bottom side, we can see that tier 1 of not yet decided was taken down. So that will give the little bit of an advantage for the bottom Regi objective towards the side of Team Emperium.
वेल किसी भी तरह का यहाँ पे स्पेस नहीं मिल रहा है टीम लोगों को। आई थिंक उन्होंने थोड़ा सा लेट कर दिया यहाँ पे रोटेशन में, बट यहाँ बजूल काफी अच्छे तरीके से एंटर कर रहे हैं टी फाइट में। मतलब उनका डैमेज बहुत ज्यादा चाह रहा है, उन्होंने लगातार जो पोकेमॉन पिक किया, ऑल्दो उनका यूनाइट मूव हवा पे रहता है, बट हाँ उन्होंने अपने मूव से जो पोकेमॉन पिक कर रहे हैं वो काफी शानदार है यहाँ पर।
I mean, you need not use your Unite move on a enemy Pokemon if you're just taking them down using your skills, and that's exactly what he's doing at this point. But again, He needs to focus his unite move on the people. The more he misses it, the better it is going to be for Team Imperium in those later stages of the fight, because you need to get that hit on someone. So he would need to try and use it on. I personally feel like either Sylveon or maybe Chandelier. You need to take both of them down. Even Elde should be fine if in case you stop him before he uses all of his healing skills. But for now, Slowbro will just try to stop that scoring. Won't be able to do so. Still 14 HP off the tower. We're going to see the Aggress coming in as well as the pincer maneuver. And
Okay, so basically
alone
that's
9
the
tails.
advantage of taking buffed Pokemon. I mean, अगर कोई Pokemon buff हो रहा है उसे ना लेना, I think थोड़ी बहुत गलती हो सकती है टीम की तरफ से, बट या अगेन वार्चम थोड़ी सी ट्रबल में था कि एक मूव और यहाँ पर मिस किया है बजुल ने, बट या उन्हें वापस से उठा के पटक दिया और अभी देखना है बजुल क्या करने जाता है यहाँ पर।
He'll probably just go and farm. He's level 13 already. So, of course, just want to try and increase his advantage as much as possible. Reggie लेके भी आराम से सिक्योर कर लिया है. कोई भी कंटेस्ट बिल्कुल नहीं आता हुआ यहाँ पे. अर्ली स्कोरिंग के मुकाबले में अगर हमने नोटिस किया हो तो Emperium were the ones who were just winning in those trades. They were quickly going in for those scores. पहली skirmish भी उन्होंने ही जीती थी. But उसके बाद से the control that Not Yet Decided have been having, it's just immaculate at this point, because they were not stopping after that first Reggie Steele skirmish. Even though they lost that, they made sure to secure the Reggie Lecky for themselves, and थोड़ा ओवर एक्सटेंशन उसके बाद आया था. टॉप लेन की फाइट ज्यादा एक्सटेंड कर दी थी एम्पीरियम ने, जस्ट ट्राइंग टू टेक दैट टियर 1 डाउन. इट केम राइट बैक ऑन टू देम, क्योंकि उसके बाद से कंट्रोल बिल्कुल भी नहीं छोड़ा नॉट डिसाइडेड येट ने, एंड दे हैव बीन मेकिंग श्योर टू क्विकली गो इन फॉर दोस ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. एंड नाउ फाइनली दे आर इन द लीड in this game for the first time, 193 to 174. We're jumping into the final stretch. Now is going to be the main scenario when you'll be taking those fights, because Garchomp does not have the Unite.
पर ये थोड़ी और प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, गार्चुम को इस पॉइंट पे सबसे ज्यादा काम आता, बट यार टीम रेड ने जिस तरीके से पोजीशन होल्ड की है वो सच में काबिल तारीफ है, और मुझे नहीं लगता कि गार्चुम को स्पेस, बजोर को स्पेस मिलने वाला है बैक कैप करने का।
Exactly. It's going to be troublesome. No backclap coming in as well. So both of these teams will just try and go in for that pincer maneuver. Maybe not. I said it way too soon. Buzzwool just trying to go in for that, but nope. Garchomp is right there. It's going to stop him in his tracks. Little chip damage being done, but was the Regieleki, if we not the Regieleki, Rayquaza, my bad. If we'll focus down, we will see. Look at how team Not Decided Yet is positioning themselves all towards that top side. They do not want to take any kind of aggression. Buzzbull is going to be in trouble. He will be surrounded by 4 people. Goes in for the unique move, gets that slam in, will get some shielding as well as the HP. No support coming in from his team whatsoever, but he still survives. How did he manage to do that? Because on towards that backside, Chandelier will take one of them down. That is going to be a massive pick off. We will still have Cleverwell standing. Buzzwool seems to be in trouble. Will probably be taken down. No more shielding coming in for you. Glaceon use the Unite as well. Now, looking at the HPs on Chandelier, it's quite low, but all the front line are still standing. Cleverwell still trying to heal them up, still surviving, still healing. And we have Garchomp right in front of them. Now, no more healing coming in from Clefable, and Piyush will be taken down on that Glaceon. That is going to be an almost a total wipeout, but we still have 9 tails right there, right alive. Well, what can you do? The 52 score in the end. That is going to give the game number 1 to the side of Team Emperium.
एक्चुअली गेम देखा जाए ना तो यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ा लैक ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन देखा मैंने, जो कि एटलीस्ट 5 to 6 सेकंड्स तक बजूर को किसी तरह का बैकअप नहीं मिला था। मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं था कि बाकी टीम उस टाइम पर्टिकुलर टाइम कर क्या रही थी, क्योंकि आई थिंक या तो बजोल ने ज़्यादा आगे जाकर एंगेज किया या तो उसकी टीम ज़्यादा देर तक पीछे थी उसके एंगेज करने के बाद भी, क्योंकि बजोल एज अ सोलो प्लेयर उसने जो मूव यूज़ कर रहा था, लाइक ज़्यादातर मूव्स यूज़ होते हैं लाइक किसी पोकेमॉन को पकड़ के ना अपनी तरफ टीम की तरफ लेके आते हैं फिनिश करने के ज़्यादातर बजोल प्लेयर। बट अगर वो किसी को पिक कर रहा है ना तो वो मेक श्योर कर रहा है कि वो किसी दूसरे पोकेमॉन के ऊपर पटके उसको, ताकि दोनों को डैमेज हो। इसी तरीके से टीम ने कमबैक किया था, एक लीड हासिल की थी, बट लास्ट पे जो हुआ दैट वाज वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग।
I would definitely agree. That was heartbreaking to watch, to be honest, because Buzzwool was literally surviving 4 people. I would personally feel like it was an entire team of 5 maybe, but for a bare minimum, he tried his level best to survive there, and he baited out so many utilities, which you would never expect a Buzzwool to do that. Not just Buzzwool, any Pokemon. Because that was a full head-on fight he was actually taking against 5 people, and they had to maintain the distance as well, because of that area damage can inflict a lot of pain onto those Pokemons. And I honestly was expecting a fight there, but again, just as you mentioned, the lack of coordination, it resulted in a very massive mistake, which was quickly capitalized by Emperium, and they ended up getting a score of 226 with a last score of 52. They were losing 193 to 174, but that is exactly what happens. And the fact that even though they got 4 knocks, they did not focus on getting the Rayquaza. They quickly focused on getting that one quick dunk because of the score difference that they had an idea of, and that kind of was it. They sent 2 people to defend their tower, so no more backstab coming in from the opponent side, and that actually gave them game number 1. Now, what do you think, Zero, should be done by not decided yet to improve a little bit in game number 2 so that they
Actually,
force a game 3?
actually, they should decide first what they want to do. Like, at least Buzzwole doing 1v5 for at least 6 to 7 seconds, okay? इस टाइम उन्हें डिसाइड कर लेना था, या तो उन्हें रिक्वाजा पीछे से मेल्ट करना है, या तो बजोल की हेल्प करने जाना है। वो दोनों ही चीजें
Hmm.
डिसाइड ही नहीं हो पाई, तो एटलीस्ट नॉट डिसाइडेड को डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा उन्हें करना क्या है। कोई डिसीजंस की यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है।
That was a good one. But yeah, that is absolutely correct because that one mistake is all it takes for the game to actually flip around. Now, of course, they would need to focus on it, and the main thing is they should not get sad because of it. They should not let it get on to them. They would have to make sure to quickly brush it off and focus on game number 2 because it is going to be important. If they win that, only then they will be able to force a game number 3, and of course, they would want to win that top position. They would want to win that championship. And for the audience out there, we are witnessing the battle pyramid. And for now, we are seeing the battle between 2 or maybe almost all 4 tower holders. 2 of them from the previous week, and 2 of them from this week. Now, this is a trial period, so we will have some final changes when the battle pyramid will be out with that prize pool. But as of now, we are just going to enjoy the matches that are coming up now. Since we'll be heading into game number 2, we will be switching sides. So, Zero, are you expecting some kind of changes in the draft as well? Because now Emperium will be on the purple side.
एक्चुअली मैं ज़्यादातर एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करूँ कि पर्टिकुलर पिछले मैच में देखा जाए, तो इतना कॉम्प पे इतना ज़्यादा एडवांटेज किसी ने उठाया नहीं था, तो आई डोंट थिंक कि कुछ चेंज होने वाला। बट या अगर उशू बैन हुआ था, तो होपफुली कोई बंदा होगा, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली बज़ोल हो सकता है, जिसने एटलीस्ट उस पर्टिकुलर पोकेमॉन को मास्टर कर लिया हो। मैं इतना गेस कर सकता हूँ अभी। तो हाँ,
So it is
आई थिंक सेम।
possible that they might actually go in for an Urshifu pick if in case it is left open.
यप।
Possible, highly possible. I'm also expecting them to actually, maybe pick a Glaceon for themselves because, of course, it did not matter to them in the previous game. But maybe in this one, they'll be like, all right, maybe let's just try and go in for the Glaceon. I'm expecting to see an amazing, outstanding Glaceon performance, especially the one that kind of dominates the entire enemy lineup.
बट या कहीं न कहीं मैं एक चीज़ मिस कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पर। लैप्रेस आई नो थोड़ा-सा नर्फ हुआ है इसका वाटर पल्स, बट मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था एटलीस्ट लैप्रेस मुझे देखने को मिलेगा। बट या आई डोंट थिंक कि वो मुझे देखने को मिलने वाला। बट अगेन लेट्स सी कि यहाँ पर बैन क्या होता है।
Absolutely correct. Again, I am expecting them to probably go in for the same bans. Maybe just don't not banning Urshifu this time. Let's see. We've got the bans coming in. Nope, Urshifu is still going to be banned out along with the Slowbro.
दैट्स क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग, क्योंकि स्लोब्रो बैन करने का शायद कोई पर्टिकुलर रीज़न भी हो सकता है कि लाइक शायद कोई ऐसा पोकेमॉन ले रहा है जो चाहते हैं।
I mean, possible. Highly possible. Maybe they're just picking some kind of Pokemon that needs the dive in. Oh, but wait, what? What's better than diving?
लाइक सुपर रेस, ये सबसे ज़्यादा फार्म मिलती है।
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Maybe, I mean, we can clearly see that Emperium have actually gone for a first pick Glaceon right when they have let go of Clefable as well as the Trevenant. In the previous match, they did pick both. They did have Trevenant, I believe. So maybe they would have decided to actually select that. But as of now, you're waiting for a Lapras. We are seeing a Lapras.
एक्चुअली मैं गेस कर सकता हूँ यहाँ पे लास्ट 2 पिक्स क्या होने वाले, बट एटलीस्ट मैं तो कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हूँ उस चीज़ को लेके कि मैं बोल दूँ। बट यार मैं क्लियरली देख सकता हूँ यहाँ पे बहुत पावरफुल पिक लेने वाली टीम एम्पेरियम। बट यार उसको काउंटर किस तरीके से करते हैं कि यहाँ पर बाजोल लिया गया जो कि लैप्रेस को काउंटर कर सकता है यहाँ पर काफ़ी तरीके से। और जिस हिसाब से वो खेलते हैं बाजोल, गॉड, वो सच में बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा काउंटर हो सकता है उसका।
Guess the last 2 picks quickly. I was
Okay,
expecting a
Cinderace.
scissors.
Cinderace. I'm
Cinderace.
expecting Cinderace. Okay,
Okay.
Delphox.
Okay, we've got a fire style at least.
Yep.
All right. I mean, I also wanted, I would have wanted to see Cinderace because I love playing Cinderace. It's one of the most fun Pokemon that I encountered. And I've been playing him since the beginning, and I have a solid 15 matches with Cinderace, but never mind. We are going to see the final pick coming in as Dodrio. Okay. Could be a pretty good one because you've got a Delphox, you've got a Glaceon. Both of those are just going to try and maintain their distance in towards the back line. So you would love to pick a speedster in this situation, which can just jump towards them, finish them off, and get the job done for their own team. And they've also got a Gardevoir, which has to survive the burst coming in from scissors. Let's see if they actually decide to go with a scissor or a scyther. It also depends. Now we did see a small nerf on Comfrey as well, but Zero, I think so that nerf does not mean anything in this situation.
बट बेसिकली यू सेइंग राइट, क्योंकि यहाँ पर और रही बात सिजोर या साइथर की, तो यहाँ पर डेफिनेटली आई एम डेफिनेटली टू श्योर कि यहाँ पर सिजोर ही पिक होने वाले, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी बैकलेन 2 अटैकर हैं हमारे पास और एक्स्ट्रा डैमेज या की ज़रूरत नहीं है, यहाँ पर टैंकीनेस की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है। और ऑब्वियसली बुलेट, इसका बुलेट पंच जो बफ हुआ है और बूस्टेड बफ हुआ है, ऑब्वियसली ये जाने वाले सिजोर के लिए, देयर इज नो डाउट इन इट।
Right, absolutely correct. Now, we're quickly going to jump in game number 2, guys. And the audience out there right now, you have to show in your support for your favorite teams. Because once you show that support in the comment section, then they get a lot of boost, morale boost. It helps a lot. Trust me, it helps a lot. So make sure to quickly spam which team you are supporting. Is it Emperium, who are actually on the purple side right now with an amazing meta composition along with a Glaceon, a Scissors, Delphox, Lapras was nerfed, still is in meta, and along with them a Comfy. Or is it going to be the lineup of not decided yet, who also got some amazing picks? That's Clefable, Gardevoir, Buzzwool, Dodrio, as well as what was their final pick. We'll quickly have to wait and see for that. But yes, that was going to be a Trevenant. I forgot about that. Oh, the name. How can I do that? Never mind. We're gonna jump into the game.
ओके, तो यहाँ पर डोड्रियो जंगल कर रहा है, जो कि फर्स्ट रोटेशन में आई थिंक बहुत ज़्यादा वैल्यू निकालने वाला, बट या अगेन गार्डियो और बॉटम लेन, वो मैं थोड़ा शॉक दूँ कि वो एक ईवी के अगेंस्ट किस तरीके से फार्म करने वाली है, वो भी ग्लेशियन के अगेंस्ट। ये थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम में डाल सकता है शायद नॉट डिसाइडेड को, कि अगर गार्डियो और लेट गेम लेवल अप नहीं हो पाती जल्दी, पर डोड्रियो को ही 850 में कुछ ना कुछ करना पड़ेगा उसके लिए, तभी वो सेकेंड जंगल गार्डियो को दे सकते हैं यहाँ पर।
That is absolutely correct. So, just as you mentioned, that first rotation is going to be very important. And for now, finally, we're going to see those quick scorings of 1 and 2s. And okay, that's quite a lot of folk coming in on Lapras. We'll have to retreat back. But Eevee with the retaliation Dark Feed, just have to maintain that distance, stay behind. And just as we were expecting, there we go. Shots being fired, but Scissors in the hands of that key is going to enjoy the farming in that top lane. Delphox will be the one who will be jungling for the side of Emperium. Honestly, I personally feel like, just as you mentioned, the bottom lane should be a winning lane for the side of Emperium, but we're quickly going to see some action in towards that top side, wherein Buzzwool went in for that slam. This with the support of Comfy, trying to just soak up that damage deal as well in that situation, and now we'll have to move quickly back towards that bottom, wherein Lapras is taking a lot
ओके,
of
जस्ट लुक एट द
toll.
डोड्रियो अभी फिलहाल काफी अपोजिशन करने वाला है डेलफॉक्स को यहाँ पर, क्योंकि आई थिंक वो इन्वेड पे काफी अर्ली निकलने वाला है। और देखा जाए तो मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था कि टीम एम्पेरियम दोनों ही लेन पे डोमिनेट करने वाली है, बट या दोनों ही लेन पे नॉट डिसाइडेड राइट अभी डोमिनेट करी है। डोड्रियो की पोजीशन देखे, लैप्रेस ने सही टाइम पे आके बचाया है यहाँ पर डेलफॉक्स को, और डोड्रियो अभी वापस नहीं जा रहा देखा जाए तो।
I mean, his main job is to quickly deny as much farm possible, since you know that Delphox is requiring that farm to quickly get those level ups, and अगर उसे ऐसे allow कर दिया जाता है तो काफी ज्यादा यूजफुल भी रहती है वो टीम फाइट्स में, काफी डैमेज भी डील करती है आपके ऊपर। बट फॉर नाउ, व्हाट वाज दैट रीजन? That was some insane region coming in, but उस दोनों ही team, it's basically a healing battle, you know, it's not even a damage battle. It's which healer heals your own Pokemon better. And for now, Scyther was able to take Clefable down, but Buzzwool quickly coming in with that raid, getting Scissors off the picture.
बुलेट पर कंटिन्यूसली हील करता है, बट जो बस डैमेज देता है बजोल, दैट इज रियली इनसेट। बट यहाँ पे देखा जाए तो गाइडो लेवल 7 की हो चुकी है, यहाँ पर 7 ढूंढ की फाइट होने वाली है और 3 बंदे ऑलरेडी बॉटम पहुंच चुके हैं टीम नॉट डिसाइडेड के। थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम में डाल सकते हैं, बट यार यहाँ पर थोड़ी कम एचपी में काफी ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस मुझे देखने को मिल रहा है डोडी को, जो कि स्पीडस्टर में होना भी चाहिए।
That is true. But again, अगर एक बार लॉक कर लिया ग्लेशियन ने उनको, then he will be taken down that way too quickly. As of now, we are seeing a lot of damage coming in. But again, just as you mentioned, we're gonna see, I believe, 4 people in towards that bottom side. Yep, Cliffable has also joined the fight. So no more support for Buzzwool in that healing in towards that top. But Reggie Steele is going to be the area of contest. Gardivo should get the last hit. No, it's going to be Dodrio who will be securing that, as well as a pick off on Lapras. Glaceon trying to survive will be quickly CC'd back in towards 4 of those members. And that is going to be a ton of scoring coming in. Comfy.
Comfy is trolling right now with the goal.
Score of 1 and just buying as much time as possible. पता ही था survive तो करने नहीं वाले. It's probably just salt to the wounds, but the fact that there are no wounds onto the side of not decided yet as of now, because the adaptation that came in, especially for that early game aggression, is actually way too good.
ओके, तो बेसिकली यहाँ पर हमारे दोनों जंगल थे, उनका यूनाइट आ चुका है, डेल्फॉक्स का यूनाइट आ चुका है और डोड्रियो का भी यूनाइट आ चुका है, जो कि जस्ट अभी यूज़ हुआ है। बट यार यहाँ पर गार्डियो का यूनाइट भी रहता है, जो कि काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है। और गार्डियो, और एक चीज़ मेंशन करना चाहूँगा, गार्डियो के पास यहाँ पर रैम्प नहीं है, बट यार डेल्फॉक्स के पास ज़रूर है। तो वो चीज़ यहाँ पर देखने वाली रहेगी कि कितनी बार वो स्पैम कर सकती है अपना यूनाइट डेल्फॉक्स।
That is absolutely correct, and that is going to be very important. But as of now, we're just gonna see some skirmish going in. Trevenant will have to just back off in front of Lapras. I really like Lapras. But again, Reggie Lecky की तरफ अब अगला एग्रेस probably दोनों ही टीम्स करने वाली हैं यहाँ पे. And yep, they're both going at it. Cliffable थोड़ा सा extra damage खाती हुई, but again, will quickly heal herself. Will be just probably taken down. Nope, quite a ton of heal coming in, but that's about it. Lapras gets that final pick off. Delphox taking down Buzzwool as well. He was not able to close in that gap. Dodrio's job was to close that gap in, but he won't be able to do so as of now, since there are probably 4 people just standing in front of him. Trevenant trying to go in with his wooden hammer. Was not able to save the tier 1 tower, and now Regileki will advance towards the tier 2. It's 115 to 122 score difference. Emperium are the ones who are in the lead, and now Glaceons is going to jump in with that damage. Whoa. At the beginning, I did not expect him to go down towards 30% of his HP. What was that?
बाय द वे स्टिल यहाँ पर हमें यूनाइट देखने को मिल रहा है यहाँ पर ग्लेशियन का, जो कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा डैमेज दे रहा है। बट यहाँ पर काफ़ी नहीं होने वाला है। एटलीस्ट यहाँ पर मैं फॉल बैक करने की एक्सपेक्टेशन कर रहा हूँ टीम एम्पीरियम से, क्योंकि वहाँ पर रुकना सच में डेडली हो सकता है। और अगेन यहाँ पे या तो बॉट लेन की ऑब्जेक्टिव पे कंटेस्ट करने आ सकती है नॉट डिसाइडेड, या तो, और यहाँ पर डेलफॉक्स ने यूनाइट चलाया सेंटर फार्म पे, सेंटर 20 पे यूनाइट चलाया गया डेलफॉक्स का। बट यार दिस इज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग। व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
Misstep, probably misstep. I guess maybe energy amplifier है तो they'll like कोई नहीं कर लो आराम से यूज. बट फिलहाल बॉटम साइड में रेजी स्टील की जो फाइट हुई थी उससे काफी ज्यादा डैमेज यहाँ पे खाती हुई एम्पीरियम की टीम. Two of them have actually been picked off. Stop with those icicle bursts. What is that? Revenant almost taken down to 50% of his HP, but with that shield, and he will be able to quickly just get it back up to full. But again, if this is the amount of damage Glaceon is dealing onto a frontliner that's a tank, just imagine if he actually gets a hold of a Gardevoir or a Dodrio, maybe a Buzzwool. It's going to do a lot of damage to them, but for now, so just quickly taken down off position.
Gardevoir ult like where? I'm quite shocked right now कि like Delphox unite फिर उसके बाद Gardevoir unite, like ये unite use कहाँ पे हो रहा है? Like there's John Cena in this game. Again, see?
I mean, yeah, it's probably because he's got energy amplifier. Yeah, he's got energy amplifier. Like, it will be back up in a few seconds, so it's fine. Maybe that's the reason why he's actually doing that again and again. But this might result into a massive punish, because look at where Dodrio is. He'll quickly go in for that scoring as well, and Delphox is in a very awkward position. Might not be able to survive this one if they try to go in for that pincer. But wait, what? Why are they not going for that? No one's going for the punish on Yahiko, and Reggie Lecky was also given for free in towards the top side, which will move to the tier 2. Not decided yet, are making some questionable decisions as of now. But again, maybe they've got the scoring advantage as of now, 203 or 115. So they probably are deciding not to go in for any of those fights. And I was just talking about how they had the score lead, which they've literally just given up 205 to 203 in favor of the side of Emperium.
Well, I'm literally shocked right now. What is happening in this particular game? Like Imperium
Hmm.
still on lead, like 2 points lead is still lead. But यार let's see कि कौन यहाँ पर Zapito कंट्रोल लेता है, क्योंकि मुझे बस देखना है कि किस तरीके से यूनाइट यूज होते हैं यहाँ पर. आई होप कि यहाँ पर बंदों के ऊपर यूज किए जाए.
Even I'm expecting that. Look at that. Again, just like in the previous one, we did see not decided yet set up a death bush where Glaceon is right now, and that did not work out for them. But for now, they have finally given a good backup to Buzzwool, but Lapras survives. He forced out the Unite of Trevenant as well as Cliffable, and now Lapras is surviving, saving his own Unite. That is already a massive win for the side of Emperium, who are actually going in for all the Unites right now as they are trying to pincer them in, chain them in towards the Rayquaza pit. Glaceon was already picked off in that one, and it is going to be a Rayquaza stolen, or I'll just say secured by the side of not decided yet. And now they will jump in for that score 355 for 203. And they're quickly going to jump in with those scores 403, 455. Never mind that, it is done and dusted. As Trevenant has just gone back to defend that final base, and it is going to be a great game number 3 being forced by not decided yet. In Emperium, they probably thought that we will be able to quickly go and score and get that lead and deny the Rayquaza, which did not happen.
एक्चुअली आई एम क्वाइट शॉक कि यहाँ पे क्या हुआ था. लाइक पहले जब इस हिसाब से सिल्वर गोल करने गया था, उस टाइम पे फाइट नहीं हुई थी. लाइक टीम काइट हो रही थी. लाइक उस टाइम उतनी फाइट एंगेज नहीं कर पाए थे. बट उस टाइम पे मुझे लगा था कि हाँ, ये काइंड ऑफ विन हो सकती है इंपेरियम के लिए. बट यार जैसे जैसे मेल्ट होना स्टार्ट हुआ, उसके बाद ये पूरा गेम चेंज हो गया.
I feel that Glaceon is a curse, maybe. First two games, we saw both the teams that picked Glaceon, they've lost that match. Maybe just, force your opponent to pick Glaceon and win the game. Maybe that is going to be the key. But honestly, the way so many utilities were baited only on Lapras, and Lapras still had their own Unite move remaining, and even after that, it ended up being a fight which went in favor of team not decided yet. I'm actually quite surprised by the way they played. That was so very well done. Or let's just say Emperium made a mistake that was very well capitalized on by the side of not decided yet.
बट आई एम एक्चुअली क्वाइट इम्प्रेस्ड कि बाजोल किस तरीके से खेला जा रहा है. आई मीन पोजीशन रियली इम्प्रेसिव थी. वो सच में बेट आउट कर रहे हैं अपने सपोर्टर को, ताकि अटैकर यानी कि याही को ऑफ पोजीशन है. टॉप लेन में मैंने क्लियरली देखा था, और याही को ऑफ पोजीशन आने का वेट किया उन्होंने, और फिर उनको सीधा फिनिश ऑफ किया था. इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग बैक लेन, दे आर बेटिंग देयर सपोर्टर. तो अटैकर थोड़ा आ गया है, वो उनको टारगेट कर रहे हैं. लाइक दे आर रियली स्मार्ट, और दे रियली नो व्हाट दे आर डूइंग.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And now with that, we're gonna quickly jump towards game number 3 as well, because game 2, it was I believe a neck to neck competition. Maybe that's what I would say. Trades were coming in back and forth, but at the end of the day, it ended up being in the favor of not decided yet. So we're gonna see a game number 3 coming in. Now both the teams, they picked Glaceon one after the other. They've lost the games, not working, things not working out for them. So maybe they will try and go in for more comfortable comps, and the ones that kind of do not include Glacian. Maybe I just feel bad for Glacian. Poor EV.
बाय द वे इन दिस पर्टिकुलर गेम आई थिंक यहाँ पर मुझे बजुल बैन देखने को मिल सकता है. आई एम क्वाइट एक्साइटेड टू सी कि बैन कौन सा पोकेमॉन होता है. लाइक बजुल नो वे, देना नहीं चाहिए इनके हाथों पे.
I also think the exact same thing. Maybe just don't give Buzzwool, pick Buzzwool, and boom, you're gonna quickly get that game in for your favor. But we'll have to see how things are gonna turn out in game 3. Now again, Zero, we are going to have the side of not decided yet towards the purple side, while the team of Emperium will be on the orange side. So maybe we're gonna see I guess the same bands that we saw in game number 1. What do you think?
वेल आई थिंक यहाँ पर खैर मैं उस चीज़ में नहीं जाऊँगा. बट या मैं इस चीज़ को मैं इस पे नहीं जाना प्रेफर करूँगा. अभी मैं जस्ट देखना चाहती हूँ यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. कि लास्ट गेम जो मैंने देखा, लाइक मुझे कुछ लास्ट गेम समझ में नहीं आता, लाइक यूनाइट जैसे यूज हो रहे थे। आई मीन दे हैव लाइक सुपर एम्पलीफायर कि क्यों? आई थिंक दे वांट टू प्ले विदाउट यूनाइट मूव्स।
Probably. Maybe that might be the thing. But again, just as you said, we can sit here, we can speculate for as long as we want to, but we'll have to wait when for the game to actually begin. We're seeing quick Pikachu stickers being spammed out that yes, we're ready, start the game, and the people in the lobby are also waiting for the exact same thing. Look at those cute Pikachu stickers. I really love to use that. But again, game number three, Emperium, not decided yet. Smashed up pretty evenly. I'm expecting them to go in for the same bans yet again. Urshifu, and I'm expecting, just as you mentioned, maybe a Buzzwool ban. Don't let the enemy pick the Buzzwool. Because he is being a very big problem, a very big nuisance in these situations.
वेल अगेन मैं इस चीज़ को लेके काफ़ी ज़्यादा उस पे हूँ कि लाइक फर्स्ट मैच पे उर्शू बैन क्यों हुआ था। एंड आई एम क्वाइट श्योर कि यहाँ पर रीज़न सेम बजोल प्लेयर यानी कि विप भाई हो सकते हैं जिनके हाथ पे शायद काफ़ी ज़्यादा उर्शिफू पावरफुल क्यों ना। एंड अगेन उर्शिफू बैन देखने को मिल रहा है, तो आई थिंक ही इज़ नॉट जस्ट अ गुड बजोल प्लेयर, ही इज़ ऑल्सो अ गुड उर्शिफू प्लेयर। दैट्स वाई दे आर बैनिंग उर्शिफू, चाहे कितना भी डिस्ट्रक्टिबल बजोल क्यों ना देखने को मिल रहा हो। दे नो ही कैन प्ले बेटर विद उर्शिफू।
Highly possible, but in the previous one, we did see Hoopa being banned out in the game number one, but for now, it was left open, and Tatsumi is actually hovering the Hoopa. So they might as well try and go in for that pick again. We're going to see the Glaceon coming in now, as stats suggest. Glaceon has a 0% win rate, so I'm already pretty scared for Team Emperium, but I also want to see that win rate being changed a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see how things are actually going to turn out. But again, Buzzwool was open, and I'm not seeing not decided to actually go for it. Maybe they're just probably going to decide and go for their comfort pick, and they are locking in the Garchomp.
I'm quite shocked right now. Like अभी ज़्यादा पोकेमॉन डिसाइड नहीं हुए, आई थिंक गार्चम्प लास्ट के लिए छोड़ सकते थे, लाइक कि लास्ट में पिक कर लेंगे। यहाँ पर बाकी पोकेमॉन पिक किए जा सकते, बट यार आई एम क्वाइट आई डोंट नो कि यहाँ पर कौन से पोकेमॉन पिक किए जाने वाले, बट यार डू यू थिंक हमें सिंड्रेस देखने को मिलेगी? लाइक पायरो बॉल सिंड्रेस स्टिल यहाँ पर देखने को मिल सकती है अगर टीटर के अगेंस्ट?
Possible, because you know, against a Tita, you need a Pokemon that has that range, that has that continuous poke. But again, instead of Cinderace, I was expecting them to go in for the Delphox. Yet, since we've been seeing a lot of Delphox compositions, and Cinderace, just as you mentioned, can be taken down with those speedsters, not too way too fast. Plus, there's a Blastoise as well, which is going to ruin your positioning. It's going to deal a lot of damage with those rapid spins. Maybe not going for a Cinderace or Delphox to melt them down faster, I guess, or just because of their comfort, probably. We are seeing the Dodrio coming in for the side of not decided yet, when the final pick is going to be a Gardevoir into the hands of Yahiko. Okay. Compositions. A pretty decent front line, a good disruption strategy, as well as a very good dive in potential. This coming in from Emperium, while looking at the side of not decided yet, they've got a good poke. They have got a decent amount of sustain with the Garchomp. Slowbro, some good front line, can quickly just hold on to that one Pokemon, just CC them and force them back to the respawn timers. Delphox and Dodrio are to be, I personally feel like, left on with the big jobs to be done, because Delphox needs to survive that burst and provide that continuous poke, while it is going to be the job of Dodrio to take down either Glaceon or Gardevoir, if possible both of them, because I don't think so he'll be surviving the burst that will be coming in from Blastoise or T-Tar.
बाय द वे हैव यू नोटिस यहाँ पे काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग और एक काइंड ऑफ आई कैन से अननेसेसरी इन्फॉर्मेशन है, लाइक जॉर्ड और वॉट ने एम्पलीफायर इस बार यूज़ किया, बट या ही इज़ मोर लाइक वो जो अपने 3 आइटम होते हैं वो तीनों के तीनों डैमेज वाले यूज़ करते हैं, और याही को एक एम्पलीफायर हमेशा यूज़ करती है, चाहे वो डेल्फॉक्स हो या गार्डिवर। तो याही को इज़ मोर लाइक कि वो यूनाइट पर काफ़ी ज़्यादा रिलाई करती है, और जॉर्ड और वॉट वो अपने जो नॉर्मल मूव्स होते हैं पे ज़्यादा, जस्ट स्मॉल थिंग।
And that is not at all an unnecessary information. That is quite an important one, because it gives an idea of their playstyle. how they revolve around their playstyles that they actually have, which is at the end of the day going to impact the game a lot. Because again, just as you mentioned, Yahiko depends a lot on his Unite move, and for Gardevoir, it takes a little bit of a time to recharge. So getting that amp will quickly help him with that, and as the more Unite moves Gardevoir has, the better it is for their team.
बट यार
So,
दोनों बट यार दोनों ही टीम में एक लेन में टेलफॉक्स और दूसरी लेन में टीटर है, दोनों को काफ़ी ज़्यादा लेवल की ज़रूरत होती है लेवल अप करने के लिए। तो यार दोनों ही टीम लेट गेम के बारे में काफ़ी ज़्यादा सोच के काम किया है, तो वो देखने वाली चीज़ रहती है।
that is absolutely true, but again, that is the thing. It is actually going to go in towards that latest stages of the game, which will decide which team is the one who will be going in for that. I mean, in the previous two, we did see that Rayquaza was not that important. Neither of those teams were that much focusing on the Rayquaza. While for this specific matchup, I personally feel like the Rayquaza will be the most important objective after that 2-minute marking. Normally, always is. But there are certain situations wherein some teams decide that they just want to try and defend or deny the Rayquaza to their opponent team, and that is what happened in game number 1. So I personally feel like this one will be the exact opposite of that game. Though the start is going to be similar, but the ending might actually be different. So let's have to wait and see how things are actually going to turn out.
एक्चुअली यहाँ पर काफ़ी ज़्यादा चीज़ें देखने को मिल सकती है, यहाँ पर दोनों ही जंगल है वो डोडरी से पहले से प्रिपेयर है। बट यहाँ पर एक चीज़ देखने को मिल सकती है कि ड्रिल पिक डोडरी हुआ तो शायद उनका मेन मोटिव ये, आई थिंक मुझे ड्रिल पिक डोडरी की ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है, क्योंकि वो शायद पोर्टल से थोड़ा सा खिसकाने में शायद ज़्यादा हेल्प कर सकता है ताकि बेस ना जा पाए, तो वो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल हो सकता है।
That is true. That is true. Can definitely be done. These are the bomber combos that we've been just thinking about, waiting about to see. But again, no major skirmishes as of now. Both the teams is deciding to play it safe, just as you mentioned. They will try and play it for the later stages of the game. Eater just gonna try and get as much farm as possible. He's actually getting that farm from the issue, but Delphox jumping in as well. Scarif will have to quickly go back and retreat to safety now. The positioning is something that is very important for both of these teams, and I am seeing them being positioned pretty aggressively because we did see Teeter coming in from the left side while he is in the orange team, and he's a Teeter level 5 and we quickly punished for that, and yet there was no punish for that off position. Might actually work against, not decided yet if they don't punish this.
एक्चुअली आई थिंक अच्छा डिसीजन भी था वो, क्योंकि उन्हें पता है शायद गाइड और वहाँ पर है, तो आई थिंक वो एक स्मार्ट डिसीजन भी कह सकते हैं उनकी तरफ से।
Possible. Maybe they just didn't want to take any early skirmishes before they get the Unite moves online. Maybe that might be the situation, but just as you said, probably a drill pick, Dodrio might as well help their side a little better in this scenario. But for now, the first objective towards the Regis. Is it the Regis? Yep, that actually is. It's a very easy secure for the side of not decided yet. Not a major contest coming in, but what was that damage? Cliffy will quickly taken down. Rapid spins. Blastoise is jumping in as well. Agrim trying to get those stacks. Will get them. Won't be able to burst down slow, bro, though. He still has a decent amount of HP, so that's gonna be the retreat for just one loss.
मतलब अगर टीटर को देखा जाए वो स्टिल फार्म ही कर रहे हैं और वो सेकंड टाइम जंगल इनवाइट के निकल चुके हैं। लाइक इतने कम लेवल पे 2 बार जंगल इनवाइट की जाना, तो खैर है सोलो में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है क्योंकि यहाँ पर लेवल अच्छा खासा हो चुका है डेलफॉक्स का और शायद यहाँ पर पिक ऑफ किया जा सकता है उन्हें।
It is possible, though. He did manage to try and steal that purple orange buff, but again, it's gonna go back to Dodrio. Okay, that fight with what?
लिटरली सोलो पुश कर दिया है यहाँ पर हमारे कार चॉम ने, और उन्होंने क्वाइट गार्डिवर का यूनाइट वेस्ट करा दिया है इस गेम में भी।
Absolutely correct. I mean, oh, Gardevoir, you're not gonna survive Dodrio. Speedster, nope, he is going to pick you off at the end of the day, and that's exactly what has happened to Dodrio. Piyush has got both of the buffs onto him, so it is going to be a decent advantage for their sides. Might as well try and secure as much farm as possible and steal it away, deny the EXP. Only tier 1 on top side is broken, so Emperium are not in that big of a trouble, but they would have to try and focus on towards the bottom Reggie objective, which is going to spawn in the next 25 seconds. And they still have not reached the Blastoise evolution level 9. Still waiting for that. They've got the T-Tars evolution though, so That's going to be one thing. But looking at the levels onto the side of not decided yet, all of them are. I mean, the only one that is on 8 is a cleverable, but she also has a unite move available, so it's not going to matter that much. We'll have to quickly get those unites up as fast as possible. Blastoise is he's got the final evolution, but he is needed in those team fights because they need the Blastoise's rapid spin to disrupt the formation of not decided yet. Unless they're able to do that, I don't think so they'll be able to win those fights.
ओके, तो यहाँ पर कूपा का यूनाइट आई थिंक काफी परफेक्ट था, लाइक ऑब्जेक्टिव उन्होंने सिक्योर कर लिया अपने टीम के, लाइक यहाँ पर गार्डियो का यूनाइट बस थोड़ा सा लाइक गेम काफी लाइक इस बार अच्छा था, बट यार यहाँ पर बॉटम बेस मुझे दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, इवन टॉप बेस पे फूटिया गोल्स है, तो यहाँ पर आई थिंक अच्छा खासा गोल्स का हमने कमबैक देखने को मिल सकता है अगर यहाँ पर बॉटम बेस पे पुश हो जाता है तो।
Okay, Tita, the ancient power, just gonna try and get as many pickoffs as possible. Garchomp is just in a very awkward position. Was trying to take down Gardevoir, was not able to. A Squirtle saving their life. Tita will not be able to survive the burst of Delphox. Now this is something that we were expecting. Waiting for the Blastoise to jump into that fight and take all of them down. The support that is provided to the Glaceon. Glaceon with those 3 picks, almost getting the 4th one as well. He is needed in those fights, and as soon as he came in, that was just an entire turnaround of that whole battle scenario.
ओके भाई, राइट नाउ व्हाट डू यू थिंक, क्या एक कमबैक हो सकता है टीम एम्पेरियम का? लाइक यहाँ पर सिर्फ 1 मिनट 15 सेकंड बचे हैं फाइनल स्ट्रेच के लिए, उससे पहले किस टीम पर ज़्यादा जोड़ने वाले? फॉर राइट नाउ मुझे तो लगता है कि टीम एम्पेरियम ये कैरी रखने वाली, बट व्हाट डू यू थिंक, क्या पुश हो पाएगा?
It seems difficult, to be honest, very difficult. Because we did see Blastoise jumping in at the perfect time. Now, imagine if he's doing it from the starting minute of the fight. Garchomp will not be able to survive until and unless he actually gets his skill landed on either Glaceon or Gardevoir or maybe both, but they have the mobility to try and survive from that burst. So I am expecting probably the side of... What? How did Doji survive? Okay, no, he did not. He was taken down, and now Garchomp will also be finished off. Just what we were talking about. So I'm expecting Emperium to actually keep this lead that they have and try and deny the farm to not decide it yet. Because we're seeing them position towards the Registeel.
And this is gonna be a game changer कि Registeel फाइनल स्टेज जो एडवांटेज देने वाले टीम एम्पेरियम को, सच में बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज मिलने वाला है अभी।
That is correct, and in the 10 seconds we will see Rayquaza being spawned up. Now, Emperium is not going to start the Rayquaza fight. They will wait and they will punish not decided yet. And just as I did mention, you know, I told you Rayquaza would be the most important objective. In the previous 2 situations, Backstab would have just done the trick. But in this one, it might not be enough unless you've got 50 score, and it is going to take you a lot of time to actually get that score in. And Rodrio only has 23, which is going to give them a total score of 46. Now it is going to be enough, and we've seen a little bit of scoring coming in. This is the oppositioning that we were waiting for. Glaceon seems to be so much trouble, but they have survived. Gardevoir just stepped up when he was needed. Blastoise taking down Rodrio, and now Rayquaza is going to be melted. It's going to be melted way too quickly. Delphox, can you do the steal? Nope, will not be allowed to, and this is the final nail in the coffin for not decided yet. Emperium will win this game number 3.
ओके, तो किसी ने मिस किया यहाँ पर कि गार्डियो ने यहाँ पर क्या किया है, एज आई सेड ही इज रियली रिलाई ऑन हिज यूनाइट मूव्स, तो उन्होंने वेट किया सारे बंदों को इकट्ठा होने को काफ़ी दूर डिस्टेंस, तो उन्होंने इजेक्ट मार के यूनाइट यूज़ किया। लाइक मैं नॉर्मली डेल्फॉक्स बहुत ज़्यादा स्लो होती है, उसको इस तरीके से यूज़ करने की इजेक्ट यूनाइट मारना मैं फर्स्ट टाइम देख रहा हूँ, इतना इंप्रेसिव प्ले।
That was seriously an impressive play coming in from Yahiko, and that is exactly what we've been waiting for. Now, just as you were talking about, this was the final nail in the coffin, and they've got the Hoopa holes to actually just quickly rotate towards the other towers, and they will be just denying any kind of aggress. There we go, Blastoise, rapid spins, forcing everyone off position, each and every person. You won't be able to reach Gardevoir, you won't be able to reach Glaceon. You will be taken down in your tracks, and just like that, Dodrio picked off Slowbro, won't be able to do anything. And I personally feel like Zero, this would have been the perfect game for Buzzwool instead of Garchomp.
आई डोंट थिंक सो, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से खेला है ना, आई थिंक कि यही पोकेमॉन बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा था इस पर्टिकुलर सिनेरियो। बट या यहाँ पर सारी चीजें चेंज हुई हैं जब गार्डियो ने यूनाइट चलाया। लाइक मेरा सच में एक न्यू प्लेयर अनलॉक हो चुका है जिस तरीके से यूनाइट चलाया, और एक स्किल भी अनलॉक हो गया है कि लाइक ये कर सकते हैं। इजेक्ट एंड यूनाइट काफी परफेक्ट था वो, अगर देखा जाए तो 4 मैन वहीं पे डाउन हुए थे।
Exactly, the eject unite combination. It gets your opponent by surprise, and that was actually a very impressive and an insane combination that came in from the side of Emperium, which gave them the game. And number three, winning the series by 2-1. They will move to the finals. We will have to wait and see who their opponents will be. And I know everyone is just waiting for that as well. We will quickly go towards that, but we're going to see the stats for this game. A Grim, 109k damage on that Glaceon, something that we all need to fear. And Yahiko with our Flicker Unite combo, 76k damage, making sure to step up when the team needed him the most. Naruto AMV with 68,000 heal. That is a pretty good amount of healing. Dark Free, 98k damage taken, some good stats being put up now. They all were lacking in the department of dealing that damage. Pius with 28, Jodawat with 39, with only 37 now. This is definitely troublesome. But again, at the end of the day, it was a pretty good match, even in the beginning. But as soon as Blastoise just joined those fights with a rapid spin, it disrupted the entire formation, gave them a lot of breathing room. And after the 6 minute mark, probably it has been a full time lead for the side of Imperium. They came back in this game and they won it with style.
एक्चुअली बाय द वे,
Zero.
आपने पूछा था यहाँ पर कि
Mhm.
बजोल अगर पिक होता कार्जुन की तो क्या होता, लाइक तो यहाँ पर मैं एक चीज बोला भूल गया, लाइक कि एट द एंड कार्डियो का यूनाइट ही कहना है, लाइक वहाँ पे कुछ करने लायक था नहीं, तो अपने मूव्स यूज नहीं कर सकते, तो कार्डियो का यूनाइट खाने में आई डोंट थिंक कुछ चेंज होने वाला था वहाँ पे। सो यार,
That is true.
इसी के साथ हम पहुंच चुके हैं हमारे सेकंड मैच पे, जो कि हमारा डेडली 5 वर्सेस टीम उचिया। वेल, डेडली 5 ऑन टॉप एंड उचिया हमें देखने वाले हैं शायद ऑरेंज साइड में।
Hmm. All girls on the side of Deadly Five: Nancy, Nezuko, Yumi, Ultron, and Wing. So, maybe in that last play, nothing would have changed if we would have had a buzz bull, but that might have actually changed things in towards that middle part of the game. The mid time wherein we saw some rotations from Blastoise going in with those rapid spins. Maybe Buzzwool's slam would have quickly just stopped him in his tracks, and that would have kind of rendered him helpless and defenseless in that situation. Maybe, but that's just small mechanical things, minor adjustments, micro plays that always come in. Now, these are the things that we will definitely talk about in the game number two as well. But for now, the first finalist, it's going to be Team Emperium, and unfortunately, for not decided yet, they won't be able to go into that finals. Now we will have to see who the second finalist will be, and we've got the two contenders for that. We will be back within the next 2 minutes, guys. So make sure to stay tuned as we're gonna just take a small breather.
BRB दे दिया।
I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I don't know if it's actually audible or not, but all right, we're finally back again. Had my water, and we've got the teams ready up as well. It is going to be the deadly five towards one side, taking on Team Uchiha on the other one. I really hope there is not Itachi in that one. But I'll be joined in by my co-caster, that's Zero, and I hope Zero you actually got that joke.
अरे अरे क्या बात चल रही थी?
Um, Well, so Zero, I was introducing the teams that we've got the Deadly Five on towards the one side, and on the other we have Chihas. Now, the joke that I made was I really hope that they don't have a Itachi on their side. Did you get that? Have you
वेल
seen
राइट
Naruto?
नाउ आई एम क्वाइट शॉक्ड कि यहाँ पर टीम्स हम काफ़ी ज़्यादा फेमिलियर हो दोनों ही टीम से लाइक नेडेक्स आई नो इज़ रियली गुड ऑलराउंडर और दूसरी तरफ मैं देखूँ तो यहाँ पर आई थिंक ऑलराउंडर खेलने वाली नैन्सी बर्न्सर आई थिंक खेलना पड़ेगा उनको या फिर बट यार लेट्स सी
My Itachi Uchiha joke has been rendered useless, but okay. I'm going to take this as a learning experience, and nonetheless, guys, no one's depressed here. We're going to jump into the draft. We were expecting a Glaceon ban, and we are seeing a Glaceon along with the Trevenant being taken out. And Deadly 5 on towards the purple side, Uchiha on the orange side. First pick, Hoopa coming right up.
वेल गुड थिंग दे हैव बैंड्स ग्लेशियन क्योंकि ज़्यादा मैं देखूँ नेजुको के स्टैट्स वो सारे ही अटैकर्स में काफ़ी अच्छी हैं तो आई थिंक ग्लेशियन के हाथ बिना सच में डेडली हो जाता बट या आई एम क्वाइट श्योर कि वो गार्डियो या डालफॉक्स की पिक देखने को मिलने वाली मुझे नेजुको की तरफ से यहाँ पर बट ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर देखूँ उर्शिफू सच में डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकता है टीम को
Absolutely correct. And again, we know how insane Urshifu has been since the day he was actually launched. The buffs and nerfs but still not affecting him that much. He's still amazing Pokemon to be picked up. But we do have a Blastoise coming in by Ultron, so that might probably pose some problems for him along with the Sylveon in the hands of Yumi. We'll see how the drafting turns out at the end of the day. Lucario, huh? I saw some minor adjustments coming into him, but I guess there was just an issue that was resolved. So it's been a pretty decent all-rounder altogether, but I am seeing his effectiveness being a little low these days.
हाँ जी नहीं इस चीज़ में डिनाई करना चाहता हूँ कि क्या खेल बैटल स्पेल तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग लाइक इजेक्ट बटन वो काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बट या ही स्टिल अ गुड पोकेमॉन लुकारियो स्टिल अ गुड पोकेमॉन और अगर दूसरा देखा जाए तो यहाँ पर विंग और आइडोर आई थिंक पोकेमॉन स्विच करने वाले हैं यहाँ पर
Probably, maybe. They've got the Wigglytuff as well. Now this is something that I have seen probably just a few times in the tournament matches. So, and those experiences have not been very good because Wigglytuff, yes, you've got a very good amount of CC that you can actually use to just make your opponent sleep, which can help your own team to quickly pick them over. The timing needs to be perfect, and honestly, you would need a perfect coordination with your team to attack the opponent at the exact same time to just finish them off and catch them by surprise, maybe.
And like what I said is getting through, but yeah, there's a lack of all-rounder and speedster जो कि मुझे देखने को मिल सकता है। कोई बैकलाइन जाने के है नहीं यहाँ पर, बट यार ब्लास्टर्स ही कंधों पर है, बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है उसकी 2 वज़गों के अलावा। तो हाँ, वो थोड़ा भारी पड़ सकता है यहाँ पर।
Indeed, I'm gonna agree to that because drafting does seem to go in favor of the side of Uchihas. Now we've been discussing a lot of things, and one of the main thing is that 60% of your game is almost like decided how well you draft. Your drafting is 60% of the game, but of course that 40% is something that we're gonna look forward in the next 10 minutes. The micros that are gonna come in front of us, quickly checking out the battle spells. Any other thing you are witnessing, Zero?
वेल राइट नाउ अगेन मैं उसी को कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ, जस्ट मैं अभी देखना बस चाहता हूँ लाइक फर्स्ट राउंड किस तरीके से निकलता है, उसके बाद ही मैं कुछ बोलना चाहूँगा क्योंकि दोनों ही टीम सच में बहुत पावरफुल लग रही है। बट या ऑल राउंडर यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा बड़ा रोल प्ले कर सकता है उससे।
I mean, Lucario is actually looking like some Egyptian prince in that skin. Looks pretty cool.
एक्चुअली अगर लुकारियो पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे नर्फ हो जाता है इतना कि उसे प्ले नहीं कर सकते, आई एम स्टिल गोना पिक लुकारियो जस्ट बिकॉज ही इज लुक कूल।
That is absolutely correct. We're gonna jump into a tech pause real quick. We will fix the issue, and as soon as we get some information, we're gonna enlighten you guys as well. But again, going on to the fact that Lucario looks so very cool in that skin, that makes me want to buy that. But again, I am broke, so won't be able to do that. Either ways, and just as you mentioned, because of the lack of an all-rounder, I would see the advantage is now going for the side of Uchiha. Just as you mentioned, they are the ones who are winning in the draft as well. So I am expecting them to actually, get onto those rotations a little quicker than the side of um
वेल आई लाइक
the
टू कट
Deadly
यू ऑन
Five.
दैट आई लाइक टू कट
Mhm.
यू ऑन दैट। यहाँ पर नेटवर्क इशू मोस्ट प्रोबेबली यहाँ पर हो सकता है कि गेम से पहले हुआ और यहाँ पर गलती से विकेट ऑफ पिक किया गया और जस्ट चांसेस हैं उसके भी, मुझे लग रहा है ये।
Hmm. It is possible. It is highly possible because I would have preferred a Cliffable, maybe, in that situation. We know how insane that
आई वुड
healing is. We
प्रेफर
did
अ
see.
मैचम।
Oh, that would have been just an insane pickup, to be honest. I've been seeing Machamp and how well he actually goes in towards that back and deals that damage. I believe he also has a CC immunity, if I'm not wrong.
या बिकॉज यहाँ पर चैंडलियर को अगर नहीं दिया गया डैमेज, जो कि शायद किसी को बैकलेन जाके रेस्ट लेना पड़ेगा, गार्डियर को अगर डैमेज देना होगा तो बहुत ज़्यादा आगे जाना पड़ेगा।
Mm. And that's exactly just as you mentioned, Zero, that we do have a network issue, and it is from the side of Deadly Five. So we'll keep you all updated as soon as we get more info on that. So we'll just have to wait to get that network fixed, and we will quickly jump into the game as well. But again, at the end of the day, the way we've been discussing things about this draft, how they are actually going to play this out. It is possible that just as you mentioned, the Machamp pick would have been so very good, but how are they going to stop him in this situation if in case they get a chance to do that?
वेल आई डोंट थिंक कि वेल यहाँ पर 2 ऑलराउंडर मुझे ऑलरेडी दिख रहे हैं और आई थिंक यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी स्ट्रेटजीज़ बनाई गई थी लाइक नीज़ को शट डाउन करने के लिए, क्योंकि नीज़ को एज़ फार आई नो शी इज़ रियली गुड विद अटैकर्स, बट उसके अलावा उन्हें और कोई रोल नहीं आता है, तो यार उनको काफ़ी यहाँ पर टारगेट किया जा सकता है। बट अगेन अगर यहाँ मैचअप होता है तो सच में मुझे देखने को मिल सकता है एक अच्छा टॉप लेन फाइट जो कि लुकारियो के अगेंस्ट
Mhm.
होता है। बट या
Yep, and we will quickly jump into a redraft, guys. Probably most of the picks are going to remain the same. We're just going to have a couple of picks being changed, or maybe an entirely new draft. You may never know. It's all always a surprise, but we've got that network issue fixed real quickly, and we will get you all back in the game. And again, Machamp up against Lucario in that specific lane matchup, it definitely is intriguing because it totally depends on how well these people know the mechanics of their own hero. Because the one with a better mechanic, with a better micro, gets the lane for his team and also is quicker in those rotations and towards those team fights when the team needs them, which kind of makes a huge turnaround. So it does depend to win your individual battles in your lane.
वेल अगर मैं एक्चुअली स्टैट्स की बात करूँ तो इट्स नॉट जस्ट मार्चियम वर्सेस लुकारियो ऐसे जैसे कि हमें देख रहे हैं, इट्स जस्ट कि फर्स्ट रोटेशन में हमें उर्शु को शट डाउन करना है, और यहाँ पर अगर सब मिशन वाला मार्चियम होगा तो ही वो काइंड ऑफ रोक सकता है उर्शु को कि वो गाइडोर के पास जाए, क्योंकि अगर वो नहीं होता है तो कोई बैरियर ही नहीं है गाइडोर और उर्शु के बीच में। मतलब गाइडोर डेड है सीएन में और उसके बिना पूरी टीम डेड है। तो हाँ, वो सीधा गेम खत्म कर सकते हैं वहाँ पर टीम डेडली फाइव का।
Exactly, and that is something I'm going to expect them to do. But at the same time, just as we've been talking about, maybe there would be some changes in the draft. I am also expecting them to actually go in for a little bit of a more tanky pick. Just as you said, all rounder in terms of Machamp, it's a very good pick. So that Blastoise does not have all the jobs on his shoulder, or maybe a few other things. But for now, we're gonna jump back into the draft, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. We will be quickly looking at the bans that will be coming in. It's not the
Actually, there's
bans
no
coming in.
ban.
It's, yeah, there's just normal picks coming in for both of these teams, and hmm,
There's no
okay,
change.
there's no change in the picks, just in the network. But there's absolutely no change in any pick coming in whatsoever. So the problem that we were talking about, it still persists.
वेल राइट नाउ मैं उसकी बात नहीं करूँ कि नीड्सको के पास कौन सा अटैक है ज़्यादा, किसी को उसमें डिसएडवांटेज होगा। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट हाउ लकी दे आर, दे हैव 2 एक्सपी शेयर्स। आई मीन दे आर सो मेनी एडवांटेज। अगर उनकी गेम से थोड़ा गेम निकल भी आता है लेकिन स्टिल काफ़ी अच्छे लेवल मिलने वाला है उन्हें।
That is true. That is true. Urshifu is going to pose a lot of threat now. Comfy also coming in. The combo is good. It's good. It's way too good. But there's one thing. The only way Blastoise would be able to get the best result in this situation would be when Slowbro does not have his Unite to actually shut him down so that he does not get taken down by Urshifu and Chandelier and Lucario.
एंड
So I am expecting. Mhm.
राइट आई एम क्वाइट श्योर कि स्लोबो को एनेट मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली यहाँ पर ब्लास्टर्स की पोजीशन है। एज फार एज नो शी इज गोना बी रैपिड स्पिन ब्लास्टर्स, तो हाँ उन्हें सबसे पहले पकड़ा जाएगा यहाँ पर।
Actually, because the rapid spin is one of the most important move whenever you are playing a Squirtle and you turn into a Blastoise. So of course, getting caught as soon as you cast it, it's like one of the worst feelings that you can ever have in this game. So Slowbro is gonna have a very important job in this situation, Hoopa. Getting that level 2 as well, getting the advantage.
बाय द वे कास्टर आप थोड़ा एनालाइज करते हो, मैं एक छोटी सी चीज़ पूछना चाहता हूँ। लाइक ब्लास्टर्स जो अपना सेकंड मूव लेता है लाइक सर्फ वाला, पूरा ही डिफरेंट पोकेमॉन, एक डिफरेंट ही प्ले स्टाइल की तरह देखने को मिलता है हमें गेम। तो हाँ, आपको क्या लगता है उस मूव सेट के बारे में?
I mean, honestly, it was pretty famous a few months back when quite a lot of people were actually spamming Surf Blastoise. But after when Rapid Spin got a buff again, everyone just went back to the same Rapid Spin Blastoise. I personally like to play Rapid Spin because you get a lot of utility whenever you are using that. But for now, since there are quite a lot of counters, it does become difficult, and that is why he's kind of fallen a little bit as compared to other Pokemon. But for now, Cario does not stop at all. Quickly jumps in, takes them down. I take the words back which I said before this. Or Shifu as well taking Wigglytuff off the picture. The rotation coming in from the Uchihas way too quickly in towards that upper side gives them the entire control of the lane.
वेल राइट नाउ यहाँ पर आई थिंक सक्सेसफुल रोटेशन हो गई, बट यार यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम है कि गार्डियो को यहाँ पर उर्शु का सामना करना पड़ेगा। ऐसा है सेट कि उन्हें पीछे किया जाएगा, बट यहाँ पर आई थिंक अगेन थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम देखने को मिली। आई एम लाइक एवरीथिंग स्टक, आई डोंट नो व्हाई।
Guys, there's a glitch in the matrix. But again, we'll just have to wait and see how things
एक्चुअली
will
अगर राइट नाउ अगर फेस कैम हो रहा होता है, आई सजेस्ट यू कि यहाँ पर हम भी स्टक होके एक एक्टिंग कर सकते हैं कि हम भी स्टक हो चुके हैं, बट यार यहाँ पर देयर इज नो फेस कैम, तो
Yeah,
यहाँ पर आई
that
थिंक
would have
थोड़ी सी
been
प्रॉब्लम होगी।
great. That would have absolutely been great and amazing. But again, मजा आएगा जल्दी जल्दी.
हो गया?
Okay, I guess we're back again live, guys, and we are gonna witness some quick moves coming in. I missed that. I wanted to kind of cast it in that rap god speed, wherein we were seeing so many moves so very fast. But again, it's 6 minutes, 55 seconds remaining into the game, wherein the lead is with the Uchihas, who are going in yet again, quickly trying to take them down. Hooper with the portal will get some HP back for himself as well as for the Wigglytuff. And that is going to disengage in this situation. 64 to 18, though, not a big score difference, but still 4 times the score. We are going to see the skirmish coming in for Reggie Steele, and looking at the HPs onto the hands of Uchiha. This should be the ones who will be able to win this skirmish, because everyone on the side of the Deadly Five are off position, and just as you mentioned, no frontlining to stop Urshifu, no frontline to stop Lucario. They will quickly jump towards that backside.
First of all, as for match 3 Connect, there's so many things going on, but still, as I said, there's no one to support or defend Nizuko, but still he managed to support, take Reggie's steal. That is really good for their team, I guess. But yeah, again यहाँ पर डिपेंड कर लिया गया. अब टॉप पे कौन जाता है पहले वो देखना होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 2 ऑप्शन है. खैर यहाँ पर हूपा ऑब्वियसली डेडली 5 टॉप पे पहुंच चुकी है ऑलरेडी.
I mean, that's the main thing, but they will miss quite a lot of jungle farm, that too towards the mid side, which is going to go for Uchiha. That is going to kind of give them an advantage, so they would have to secure the Reggie as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the Deadly Five would be in a lot of trouble, and okay, they were able to secure it without any major difficulties. Pink still facing quite a lot of problem. Level 8 not yet reached. Level 9, Charizard will be taken down, and by the way, that Pokemon is Urshifu, but the name of the guy is Charizard.
बाय द वे डिड यू व्हाट कि मैंने ये क्वेश्चन क्यों पूछा था, लाइक सर्फ ब्लास्टाइज के बारे में क्या ख्याल है? यू कैन क्लियरली सी यहाँ पर सर्फ ब्लास्टाइज पिक किया गया, जो कि मुझे लगा था यहाँ पिक किया जाना था, और मैं इसे गलत डिसीजन नहीं कहूँगा. आई मीन रैपिड ब्लास्टाइज ज़्यादा वैल्यू प्रोवाइड करता है, बट कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ पर अगर देखा जाए तो कार्डियो और ज़्यादा अच्छी वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर सकती है किसी भी सिनेरियो में, तो यहाँ पर उसको बचाना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी था. तो आई थिंक इट्स ऑल अबाउट स्किल्स कि अब ब्लास्टाइज ने सर्फ ले लिया है, वो किस तरीके से रहता है, क्योंकि वो बहुत अच्छे तरीके से डिफेंड कर सकता है अपनी अटैकर को यहाँ पर.
Exactly, the situation calls for it, and you have to go in for those adjustments, and that is exactly what we are seeing, since Yumi with the Hoopa unleashed will be able to quickly support her team, and now they will be moving forward to the post of Uchiha, who will be trying going for that goal, but won't be able to do any of that, since everyone was denied everything by Urshifu, and I probably think he actually went in for the Unite move, but for now, we're quickly going to see Blastoise being blasted off the map, taken down, and Lucario will not stop with the Bone Rush takes both of them, double KO coming in, and that is something that we were talking about in the base right now. They're still trying to go for it, trying to go in for those scorings, will be able to get 14 of them down, but won't be able to destroy that entirely, as some quick rotations coming in from the side of the Deadly Five. This overextension can be punished. Nadex will be focusing its attention towards the Reggie Ice, and that's about it. Now the Deadly Five are actually pushing in towards the post number 1 of Uchiha, 209 to 119 score difference. Charizard with comfy support. They just try to retreat back to safety again. The right move being used up. Slowbro just stopping them on their tracks. And 1v2 scenario for Lucario. What? How did he actually manage to survive that? Got one in that situation with a perfect Unite move, and will be able to provide his team with the lead. 3 picked off already, and they will be trying to go in for the 4th one as well. They've got the 4th one as well. And now count the Reggie Ice for their side. They will go and quickly score those Pokeballs that they've been holding on to.
बाय द वे अगेन यहाँ पर अभी देखना है कि डेडली भाई क्लियरली एक अच्छी खासी लीड में है और अगेन ऑब्जेक्टिव भी ज़्यादातर सिक्योर कर क्वाइट थोड़ा सा एडवांटेज और लेवल्स देखे जाए तो हाँ लुकारियो के पास उसके बाद भी लुकारियो चैंडलियर अगेन लेवल 13 पे जो कि बाय फार बहुत ज़्यादा है। सिर्फ नेस्को ही है जो 12 लेवल की हुई है यहाँ पर डेडली भाई से बढ़िया लेवल का एडवांटेज अभी बहुत ज़्यादा है अगेन उचीहा टीम पे।
Absolutely correct. They're all almost a level above the others, but for now, Lucario will be taken down. That is going to give them a lot of breathing room. Oh well, because Slowbro is just trying to go in for that score towards the bottom side. He did manage to do that, but we will see some skirmishes coming in towards the top. Is that 90 that I'm seeing?
By the way,
Okay, that's
I really
50 and
miss
40.
your Itachi line at the start, but हाँ इस उचिया क्लैन को अभी मुझे सच में लगता है कि इताची की तरह हमें वाइप आउट कर सकती है डेडली फाइव। बट अगेन यहाँ पर जिस हिसाब से लेवल्स दिख रहे हैं ओशिफू चैंडलियर और लुकारियो के सच में बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है फंस सकती है डेडली फाइव उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखा जाए तो। अभी सारा है गार्डियर के
Exactly.
यूनाइट के ऊपर और हुपर के यूनाइट के ऊपर कि क्या होने वाला है यहाँ पर।
That is true. That is true. If in case Blastoise is able to, somehow provide a play of his eject button and unite move kind of thing, then maybe that is if he's carrying an eject button at all. And we're gonna see some skirmish going in with what Lucario just does not stop, forces the unite move as
Because-
well as takes down Sylveon.
वेल आई एम क्वाइट सरप्राइज ऑफ दिस पॉइंट क्योंकि मुझे लगा था सर्फ अगर लिया है तो ऑब्वियसली प्रोटेक्शन देने के लिए लिया होगा यहाँ पर अपने अटैकर को। बट अगर उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम में पोजीशन देखी जाए ब्लास्टर्स की तो वो काइंड ऑफ जैप पिट की राइट साइड थे और जहाँ पे हम गाइडो को देखें वो जस्ट अपने ही बेस की तरफ थी तो वो बहुत ऑफ पोजीशन खेल रहे थे। आई मीन लाइक वाई यू चूज सर्फ टू बचाने के लिए लिया है ना तो लाइक इतना ऑफ पोजीशन क्यों।
That is true, and Rushiku for now will be taken down quickly, but the remaining members will quickly just jump in for that score. So it is not mattering a lot of that. There we go. The score comes in 615 to 289, and it's just as you said. That one mistake is what it takes in every situation to just get your team stumbled in that situation. You got the surf. You needed to be with the team. You needed to be front line. Now that one mistake is going to cause them the game number one. But again, it's just one game. They still have two of them remaining. So their composition, the adjustment that came in from the side of Deadly Five, that was really good since they were the ones who were leading since beginning till I believe this Rayquaza fight. They were the ones who had the score lead. So the idea is pretty good. Go in for those scores, and I believe they're doing a very good job at that. It's just that Rayquaza fight which kind of turned the entire game around in this. I do feel like the control and the farming consistency was a little better for the side of Uchihas.
वेल आई कैन क्लियरली सी कि कितने काम कॉल्स दिए गए होंगे वहाँ पे देयर इज नो पैनिक कॉल्स वहाँ पे सीधा हुआ होगा कि यहाँ पर रिक्वाजा क्या कोई नहीं गोल करने जाओ। आई मीन दैट्स एक्चुअली गुड स्ट्रेटजी एट द एंड जो भी हुआ बट स्टिल।
That is absolutely true, and we're going to see Hoopa. That is in the hands of Yumi to be the MVP with 75. While Nate, there we go. The Chandelier with 88 MVP points, 190 score, 8 finishes, 10 assists. Some amazing play coming in. Victor making sure that he is doing the role of a sport with perfect plays. He had no kills, he had 21 assists, and that is exactly what you want from your support.
But-
you don't want your support to be stealing your kills. You just want him to be assisting you in those finishes.
बट यार देयर इज वन थिंग आई वांट टू से कि यहाँ पर दो ऑलराउंडर थे जो गार्डियर को डाइव इन करने वाले थे उसे बचाने के लिए यहाँ पर सर्फ लिया गया। बट अगेन लास्ट फाइट में वो पोकेमॉन से दूर था। अगर ये चीज़ अगर हमें नेक्स्ट गेम पे इंप्रूव देखने को मिलेगी तो यार डेडली फाइव सच में डेडली साबित हो सकती है, नहीं तो ये थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम में डाल सकते हैं डेडली फाइव को ये पर्टिकुलर चीज़।
Just a few here and there calls, but at the end of the day, we will see adjustments coming in because we did see. Normally, everyone would take surf, wouldn't take surf. They would take rapid sprints, but the adjustment from Wing to take that surf, that was a very well point said in the beginning. And at the end of the day, the score is definitely favoring the side of Team Uchihas, who played amazing in this match. There's one thing that I noticed. Even though the Uchihas were behind in the scoring the entire time, I did not notice any kind of rush plays or any restless calls or restless decision makings. Just a few here and there minor mistakes. That's about it. which they quickly improved by the time they reached the Rayquaza. So they played it way too smoothly as well, side by side. So that was something that was very commendable. But again, that is just game number one, everyone. We still have two more games remaining. Maybe the Red Leaf Eye will be able to force a game number three, or maybe Uchihas will be able to end it with a 2-0. They should have a mother on their side. So let's just wait. We'll see. As everyone is just gonna get ready up. But again, now I'm going to ask you this question, Zero. What adjustments do you think we will see in the drafting phase?
वेल एटलीस्ट मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि यहाँ पर वेगली डबल सपोर्टर की जगह एटलीस्ट एक ऑलराउंडर इंक्लूड किया जाए टीम में, लाइक या फिर अगर एक डिफेंडर ही पिक कर लिया जाता है तो भी ज़्यादा बेटर होगा। आई थिंक अगर ट्रेवनेंट होता वेगली डब की जगह वो ज़्यादा अच्छा कवर प्रोवाइड करा सकता था। आई थिंक यहाँ पर गार्डियोल को आई थिंक वही मेन पोकेमॉन, लाइक शी इज प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ सुपर एस, नॉट जस्ट ए सुपर एस। उसको सबसे बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इस मैच की, और अगर उसे कवर प्रोवाइड नहीं किया जाएगा तो वो कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पर। तो ये थोड़ा-सा एक ब्लंडर है, तो आई थिंक उसे डिफेंड प्रोवाइड करके ये चीज़ फिक्स की जा सकती है।
Absolutely correct. So just pick some more front lines. What do you think about a Snorlax or a Mamoswine?
आई थिंक कहीं न कहीं पर्टिकुलर इस मेटा पे कहीं ज़्यादा अच्छी वैल्यू निकाल के दे ही देता है यहाँ पर ट्रेवेनेंट, तो इसलिए मैंने ट्रेवेनेंट का नाम लिया। बट या अगेन दोज़ आर रियली गुड पिक, बट स्टिल ट्रेवेनेंट इज़ बेटर वन, क्योंकि अगर
Trevenant
ट्रेवेनेंट
is in a league of his own.
हाँ, और अगर ट्रेवेनेंट होता है तो यहाँ पर ब्लास्टोइज़ को सर्फ खेलने की ज़रूरत बिल्कुल नहीं है। वो अपने 100% पोटेंशियल पे खेल सकता है, जो कि है रैपिड स्पिन। वही उसका 100% पोटेंशियल निकाल के देगा। तो हाँ, वो भी चीज़ देखने को मिल सकती है।
Absolutely correct. Unless we see a Trevenant ban, which is coming in, and this time from the side of Team Deadly 5, who are on the offlane side, everyone. The Gardevoir has been banned out, and the Glaceon was left open, which will be secured by the side of Uchiha. So we're going to see the broken Glaceon yet again.
आई एम गोना से यहाँ पर डेलफॉक्स को पिक कर लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पर अगर डेलफॉक्स हाथ से छोड़ा तो यहाँ पर वो भी पोकेमॉन छीन सकते हैं उचिया की। दे आर रियली प्लेइंग स्मार्ट, क्योंकि यहाँ पर ऑप्शंस अगर नहीं बचते थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी। नहीं, उसको के पास लिमिटेड ऑप्शंस है अटैकर, क्योंकि वो सारे अटैकर्स ही उनके पिक में है। तो यहाँ पर डेलफॉक्स का पिक मैं देखना चाहता हूँ कौन सी टीम लेती है।
Can be denied, maybe. Let's see.
Okay.
Urshifu was also left over. Yeah, let's go, Mamoswine! Woo! The elephant. Nonetheless.
द एलिफेंट विद अटैक वेट स्पेशल अगेन ब्रिलियंट, बट यहाँ पर डेलफॉक्स पिक होते दिख रही है मुझे पहले से।
That is true. It is possible that we might see a Delphox, but the run secure.
Oh my
is
God.
secure. And a Mew. Huh.
Like, what on earth? They're really taking bigger risks for bigger rewards. They're really going with it, some different comps, but यहाँ पर एक ऑलराउंडर या फिर एक अच्छा डिफेंडर एक और अगर मिल जाता तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर दो पोकेमॉन हैं जिनकी कवर की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है यहाँ पर।
And I don't think the Slowbro alone would be able to do that, especially when you've got a Mamoswine on your face and a Urshifu. It would be difficult. Okay, we have Machamp. I believe it would be a good pick in this case.
Oh.
At least
Well-
it would provide some cover.
Well, as well said by someone, even the best weapon in this world depends on his wielder. So yeah, let's see.
What
क्या होता है?
diplomatic way to say a few
I mean, Machin is really good pick, but it just depends how she's gonna play with that, क्योंकि यहाँ पर उन्हें सच में अच्छा खासा कवर ही प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा अपने दो अटैकर्स को, नॉट जस्ट
Exactly.
मारते जाओ आगे।
Exactly, that's going to be the most important thing, because more than attack, she would need to focus on how well can she defend Mew and Espeon. So I believe Hoopa would probably be ignored, apart from the fact that he would be able to help his team with some amazing rotations. Delphox, just as you mentioned, was also locked in by the side of Uchiha. The draft looks so much better. It looks like they've won the 60% game in the draft. Now it remains the next 40%, which is going to depend on how well these teams know the micros for their
Well,
team.
आई कैन क्लियरली गिव यू माई वर्ड्स। यहाँ पर हमें सेंटर फाइट में डेडली फाइव की तरफ से ओनली 4 बंदे देखने वाले। एक बंदा लिटरली अगर थोड़ी सी भी जगह मिलती है उर्शिफू को, वन शॉट, करेक्ट वन शॉट, और वो डेफिनेटली म्यू नहीं होने वाला है, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली उसके बाद यूनाइट मूव होता है। तो यहाँ पर एसपीओ को सीधा सीधा यूनाइट पड़ने वाला है उर्शिफू का, मैं क्लियरली देख सकता हूँ।
Well, EV versus EV, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that Slowbro is panicking because his tail is being eaten.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything. Still, he's the most tankiest Pokemon in this game. Even is panicking and it looks calm, although.
Yeah, the panic calm situation where what to do, never mind, leave it. But again, what to do? Someone's eating my tail. But again, jokes apart,
thing-
guys. Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
last joke. मुझे क्या? मैं तो slow bro हूँ. I mean,
You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. All right, guys, we're gonna jump into the game again. No changes in the rotations though. All seem pretty decent. S1 was bottom.
actually, I like to cut you again here. I thought there's a Mew or might be a straight jungle, but there's I can see our runner Machin is doing jungle right now. वो थोड़ा सा मतलब काफी कम देखने को मिलता है, बट यार उसकी फर्स्ट रोटेशन सच में काफी इंप्रेसिव होने वाली है तो मुझे लगता है.
Just hope he's not slow in those rotations because that would give a massive advantage to Team Uchihas, especially in those early moments. And their team needs to get those early wins as well. You need to deny that farm to Glaceon. You need to deny that farm to Delphox because I don't think so how well you'll be able to melt Mamoswine because Urshifu would be right on your face and you will not be able to easily get your skills to target onto them. But for now, Glaceon taking a decent amount of damage. So early dominance being shown towards that bottom side, but let's see where the focus of both the junglers is going to be. Did win top. Maybe now they're just gonna go in for that another farm rotation and go towards the bottom side. But first KO going in favor of Machamp. The first pick off being secured quickly by Nancy, and now they will try and get those score in towards that top. What? Okay, they will be able to get another pick off and towards that top side. Quickly going back to the base, and now we'll be moving forward with their rotations. And Delphox already just going and clearing those caps.
Actually, it's been like 2 minutes और Machamp already 4 times या 4 or 3 times already use कर चुके पुट और बार जा रहे हैं. वो काफ़ी कम HP कमाने के बाद I think थोड़ा सा डिले कर सकते हैं, लाइक थोड़ा सा और स्टे कर सकते हैं. बट अगेन यहाँ पर देखा जाए तो जंगल नहीं दिया गया था उसके बाद सेकंड कंप्लीटली, वैसे कुछ भी नहीं दिया गया. बट यार देखना ही होगा कि अभी आगे क्या होगा. लाइक फाइट पे आप फोकस करिए टीम.
Exactly. I mean, just a little bit slow in that jungle rotation, and both camps are actually left just like that. Delphox gets the pick off on Slowbro as well, which would result in the entire team of Uchiha to quickly go back. Hoopa using the portal as well will be between 5 people, taken down, and now again being joined in by Machamp. Nancy punished for a mistake. They're all coming one after the other, being taken down one after the other, and guess who's the one who's taking all the picks? It's Mamoswine.
Yeah, the
Mew.
Pokemon you missed that much.
Yeah, the Pokemon we just talked about, maybe a Mamo or a Snorlax. We saw a Mamo coming in and Hoopa being picked off by Glaceon. Charizard will finally be happy that, okay, finally my Icicle Spears are giving me some kills that Mamo has been taking all the time.
Well, we have to take note क्योंकि जिस हिसाब से लास्ट वीक कितनी अच्छी देखी है Mamo की, आई थिंक लास्ट बट ये ऑब्जेक्टिव सिक्योर किया अपन नीच को अपनी टीम से, तो हाँ वो भी चीज़ देखने को रहती है. बट शायद यहाँ पर बॉटम लेन कुछ देखने को मिलता है. मार्च यहाँ पर काफ़ी वेट करने के बाद जहाँ सीधा अटैकर को घुसे थे, बट यहाँ डायरेक्शन थोड़ी सी चेंज कर दी उन्होंने लास्ट पे.
And he was punished. They were not able to take all of them down. And again, the trade's entirely going in the favor of Team Uchihas. Now, this is something that their play will revolve around. They know they've got advantage. They know that they will be able to just brute force their way into the entire composition of the Deadly Five. So they would have to play it smart. And they did, to be honest. They did steal away the Reggie objective towards the bottom side, but they had to disengage right after that because they will not be able to win those team fights as of now in this early game, wherein we can clearly see a lot of pressure is being applied by Delphox while Machamp is still struggling for level 10.
Well, right now both the all-rounders have Unite moves, so someone might be the lucky one to get Urshifu Unite, but yeah, Machamp देखते हैं किस रीज़ अपना Unite का use करते हैं इस particular fight में.
Okay, this was not stolen, but again, Machamp was able to get a quick pick as well. But Delphox joining in the fight, taking them down. Machamp was able to get 2 of them, but again, won't be able to get the third. Probably, maybe I'm again.
बट रियली वी हैव ओनली 5 सेकंड्स। वहाँ पर सीधा माचम को एक यूनाइट मूव पड़ सकता है उल्टी का, जो कि मुझे लगता है कि काफ़ी जल्दी होने वाला है। बट यहाँ अगेन यहाँ पर पुश हो चुका है काफ़ी अच्छे से, और यहाँ पर आई थिंक यहाँ पर फिर भी डिफेंड कर ही रही है टीम, बट यहाँ 40 ओवर्स में जाते हुए दिख रहा है यहाँ पर।
Exactly, 159, 193 to 68. Now, in the previous game, we did see the side of Deadly Five going in for those early scores. They had that advantage, they were not pressured. But I personally feel like that since the second rotation, when it was delayed, is what has caused the things that stand as of now. But they do have a chance of quickly coming back in this situation as they're going in for that speed farming. They need Espion and Mew to quickly get online as well. The both of them, they do have their unites, but they need to get those levels. They're basically a level or two behind the opponents, especially their main damage dealers. That's Glaceon and for Shifu. They'll have a lot of problem. They need to quickly get those farms. They need to clear all of those yellow dots that are on their screen. That is very important. All the while trying to stop the aggression of the side of Team Uchihas, who are just not stopping. Hooper finished up in the unleashed form as Glaceon goes for 2. And they are all zoning out the remaining members. Machamp just walking between 4 people trying to go for a pick will be punished for that. Will he be? Nope, he will survive. That was quite a range that he actually achieved, but for now Hoopa will jump in only to go back into the respawn timer.
Well, we can clearly see there's snowballing effect right now, or this right now Espion is still on base. I think this might be some problem with her, but again यहाँ पर snowballing मुझे देखने को मिल रही है। यहाँ पर एक करके और जा रहे हैं, एक करके पिक ऑफ जा रहे हैं, बट हाँ थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम मुझे डेडली फाइव यहाँ पर दिख रही है यहाँ पे।
Exactly, and Hoopa still trying to survive. This will be the third time he picked off within the next one, in the previous 1.5 minutes. Nope. Yep, he was picked off yet again. That is going to hinder his farm so much, will create a lot of problems, and Machamp not gonna survive that. There we go. Slowbro, the tankiest Pokemon in the meta, has been taken out just like that, and this is the level disadvantage that they'd have to face.
Sometimes you can't defeat all Uchihas by like Itachi, but you can try something like Hanzo. Like अगर डायरेक्ट फाइट नहीं हो रही तो आई थिंक स्ट्रेटेजिकली बैक कैप्स और फार्म करने से ही ज़्यादा लेवल अप करने से ज़्यादा अच्छा काम हो सकता है आई थिंक, और फाइट अवॉइड करके यहाँ पर।
That is absolutely correct, or maybe you should become Naruto.
दाते भाइयों,
Datte Bayo. And you need to love ramen at the same time. But again, we are now quickly gonna jump towards looking at the scenario of the map where Team Deadly 5, they're in a deficit of 200 points and they need to stop the aggression of the Regileki as well. That is coming in from the top. And now this is something that is so very well played by
what an agility, what an agility. She's definitely playing like, I don't know what to say. She's so much agile right now at level 13.
That's just made the spamming. They're all level 12s and 13s at this point, while the only person who's level 12 on the side of Deadly 5 is Machamp, and Machamp needs to make the play of a lifetime if in case she wants her team to come back in this game, because they have to start the Rayquaza. Others are not going to do that for them, and Hoopa Unleashed used way too quickly. Machamp also going in for the Unite, trying to go in for the pick off, will not be able to do so. Glaceon quickly jumped in with her Unite as well, and now the try to jump in for the cleanup, but it's already way too late. Only Espion and Mew remaining, who will try and go in for that crazy steal, last minute, last second steal. Will they be able to do that? No! Denied, absolutely denied. Espion picked off as well. And that is the final nail in the coffin. It is going to be a 2-0. Because the entire lineup of Deadly 5 do not even have the Pokeballs to try and cover up the lead deficit that they are already in. Oh my goodness, the damage from Glaceon. Holy smokes.
Well, I think there's one thing that happened in middle of the game. I think Espion went offline, I guess, in middle of the when snowballing.
Maybe a disconnect, maybe possible. That would be heartbreaking to see. But at the same time, the dude was facing that problem of the composition that they picked up. No one being able to frontline for their backline. And
Again,
I mean,
that's true. इवन
Yoshima was having the day of his life.
इवन अगर एसपी और ऑफलाइन नहीं भी होता तो आई डोंट थिंक कोई वे था यहाँ पर उस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट से कमबैक करने की। जब वहाँ पर स्नोबॉलिंग मुझे देखने को मिली है, वहाँ पर ही मुझे काइंड ऑफ बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम में दिख गई थी टाइटली फाइट उचीहा वेरी यूजिंग द शारिंग गन्स लाइक आओ और बस वो वेट ही कर रहे थे कि लाइक कैच करेंगे जंप पैड से आते ही।
Look at all of them. Just a shield or separating them going into the base of Deadly Five.
Well, as their names, Uchihas are really deadly.
That is indeed true. And look at that nade, 205 score, 6 finishes, 12 assists. When you are actually the jungler of your team and you are, landing with 12 assists, I'd be slamming my phone. I won't be doing that actually, but in my brain I'll be doing that. Give me some kills, 117k damage. That is insane. 127k on the hands of Charizard as well. Both these backline attackers are the ones that were basically taking the entire charge of the game. 117k healing coming in from Victor as well. His heal was almost on par with Nade's damage. Wow.
Well, we can clearly see Glaceon is not cursed. Actually, वो सच में बहुत brilliant Pokemon है। उसका डैमेज नेडेस हमने देखा कितने अच्छे से खेल रहे थे, उसके बाद भी Glaceon का डैमेज ज़्यादा है। I mean, बहुत ज़्यादा कमाल का डैमेज है वो बैकलेंस पे निकली है।
That indeed is true, and it is going to be the game number 2, won by the side of Team Uchihas, and they will be facing Team Emperium in that grand finals, which will be coming right up in front of our screens after this short break, guys. So make sure to stay tuned as we will be right back.
I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get some more. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get some more. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta get some more. I've got all my friends beside me. I'm keeping my eye on the ball. With the wisdom of years to guide me, I'm gonna catch 'em all. I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, yeah, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get some more.
Hey everyone, I know you all have been waiting and thank you so very much for your patience. We are back again with the Battle Pyramid and this is going to be the grand finals of this week. We saw the amazing semi-finals coming in. One went to all three maps while the other one was only for first and second match as it was a 2-0 clean sweep. We're going to have Team Emperium and they will be taking on the side of Team Uchihas. Uchihas will be on the purple side, while Imperium will be on the orange side. We've been seeing some amazing drafts coming in from both of these teams. We'll see which one of them will get the game number one, as it is going to be a best of three grand finals. And to cast this, you're gonna have me, Scared Yet, and alongside me, none other than the amazing analyst, Zero.
वेल अगेन है गाइस बट यार सीधा गेम पे चलते हैं। यहाँ पर मैं किसी तरह की देरी नहीं करना चाहता। ये मैच सबसे ज़्यादा एक्साइटिंग होने वाला है अभी तक का, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमारे दो फाइनलिस्ट आ चुके हैं हमारे सामने जो सच में इतने अमेजिंग मैचेस के बाद यहाँ पर आए। और अगेन उचिहा वर्सेस एम्पेरियम, दिस इज द मैच वी ऑल वेटिंग। और यहाँ पर बैन लेट्स सी उर्शिफू एज वी सॉ कि कितना ज़्यादा डिस्ट्रक्टिव पोकेमॉन है, बट यार गार्चम थोड़ा अनएक्सपेक्टेड था, बट अगेन गार्चम यहाँ पर बैन दिया गया और उर्शिफू दोनों ही मेली पोकेमॉन। बट अगेन लेट्स सी क्या पिक्स देखने को मिलती है हमें यहाँ पर।
Absolutely, and now Urshiva Garchomp ban is something that I personally don't expect. But again, we're gonna see the first pick being the Glaceon coming in, and now finally we are seeing the things that we were discussing about Zero, just as you said, wherein Glaceon being broken should be first pick. But again, to counter that, we are seeing a Hoopa as well as a Slowbro picked up right away. I'm personally feeling that maybe they're trying to deny any kind of speedster pick that might jump in towards their backlane, because they will be having a little bit of a squishy backlane. And yes, Espeon coming right up, and alongside that we are going to see the Blastoise coming in for Emperium. They are definitely going to be relentless in this draft.
वेल मैं अपने चैंपियन से इतना ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्ट कर सकता हूँ कि लाइक ड्राफ्ट क्या होना है, वो किसी तरह का मौका नहीं छोड़ने वाले। यहाँ पर परफेक्ट फॉर्म मुझे दिख रहा है ऑलरेडी। यहाँ पर लैप्रास है, फ्रंट लेन के लिए मार्चैम्प है यहाँ पर, और बैक लेन से डैमेज देने के लिए यहाँ पर गाइडिवॉल और ग्लेशियन है। लाइक ग्लेशियन पावरफुल कौन हो सकता है, और कॉम्फी भी है यहाँ पर, तो आई थिंक एक परफेक्ट पिक हो सकता है। बट ऑन दी अदर एंड अगर हम देखें ब्लास्टर्स एज ऑलराउंडर खेलने वाले हैं, वो डिफेंडर लेके शट डाउन करने के लिए इसको भी हमारे स्लो ब्रो बहुत अच्छी चॉइस, और दोनों ही काफ़ी ज़्यादा टैंकी पोकेमॉन है। तो यहाँ पर ऊपर का पोर्टल सच में बहुत ज़्यादा काम आने वाला है। एसपीएम बैकलिंग काफ़ी अच्छा करने वाला है। और यहाँ पर ग्रे निंजा जो कि सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइस हो सकती है, क्योंकि वो लिटरली शट डाउन कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर गाइडिवॉल को। बट अगेन ग्रे निंजा लेना थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर रिस्की हो सकता है, बट अगेन रिस्क लेना ही पड़ता है। अगर खैर बिगर रिस्क हो, बिगर क्या कह सकते हैं हम, अचीवमेंट्स,
Bigger risk, I mean high risk high reward plays maybe.
यस, थैंक्स फॉर गाइडिंग।
Always got your back, my man. So, yep, high risk, high reward plays definitely will be coming up from their side. But at the end of the day, again, this Greninja pick, not seeing a lot. But again, every time that we've seen that, he's either performed amazingly well or he's been shut down very badly. So, I'm expecting this time we'll probably see an amazing performance coming in from him, but how is he going to manage in front of a Lapras, in front of a Machamp? That's going to be the question of the hour. Gardevoir is also there for the late game insurance, who will of course deal an insane amount of damage. We've already seen the Flicker Unite combination, the eject button and unite combination that was coming in. So probably the same thing is going to happen in this one. Maybe Red Eye is going to take a note of the book of the members of Team Emperium. We'll have to just wait and see how that is going to turn out.
Well, there's one more thing if you notice, Greninja सिर्फ एक Greninja पिक करना बहुत बड़ा रिस्क नहीं था. Greninja का अगर आपने बिल्ड देखा हो तो वहाँ पर फ्लोट स्टोन पिक किया गया और यहाँ पर इजेक्ट बटन भी यूज़ किया गया. ये शायद यहाँ पर हमें शूरिंग निंजा देखने को सकते हैं. इसके चांसेस लो क्योंकि यहाँ पर डाइव करने के लिए ऑब्वियसली गाड़ी और बैकलाइन पे डाइव करेगा Greninja का कुछ आएगा तो यहाँ पर पूरा विदाउट कह सकते हैं थोड़ा सा स्केप के लिए पूरी प्लानिंग है. लाइक यहाँ पर फ्लोट स्टोन है जो अर्ली गेम अच्छा खासा डैमेज भी दे सकता है वैसे, और साथ ही साथ इजेक्ट बटन भी. तो यार आई एम क्वाइट एक्साइटेड टू सी Greninja किस तरीके से खेलने वाले हैं इस बिल्ड के साथ.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Now, the build is something that a lot of people might not focus on that much, but again, it totally turns around the entire early game. It totally depends on the items that you're carrying. Just like attack phase, you need to get it stacked up as quickly as possible, especially within the next first 1 or 2 minutes. So, these are the few things that a lot of people do focus on. So, these are the things that pros definitely do focus on. So this is the kind of information that of course all the audience would need, and it's just as you said, Greninja is somewhat like a glass cannon in this situation where he will deal a ton of damage but he'll be taken down just as quickly. It's going to be difficult for him until of course they've got the Slowbro as their frontliner who would be trying to save him, and they've also got the Blastoise who will be going in with that rapid spin in order to disrupt that entire formation, or maybe anyone who would be trying to attack the Greninja.
वेल राइट नाउ अगर मैं देखूं तो Greninja ने यहाँ पर सिर्फ 50 सेकंड के अंदर गेम स्टार्ट होने के बाद ही जंगल फिनिश करके आया था, क्योंकि बाय फार फास्टेस्ट रोटेशन थी अभी तक देखी थी मैंने. और यहाँ पर आई थिंक जल्दी जंगल के लेकर वापस ही चलेंगे क्योंकि आई थिंक 7 का होने में उनको ज़्यादा आई थिंक फ़ायदा है. तो यहाँ पर मुझे दिख रहा है काफ़ी ज़्यादा क्विक लेन कर रहे हैं ये, और बस लेवल 7 का जो डिस्ट्रक्शन मुझे देखने वाली है, इवन 8 की जो बीज होती है सेंटर में, मैं उस पर एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि Greninja सच में डिस्ट्रॉय करने वाले हैं अपने सर्फ रीसेट से.
Yes, absolutely correct. Now, again, the early advantage in terms of scoring, it definitely is going in favor of the side of Uchihas. They need to continue that. They've got a little better draft in this situation, but again, we'll have to see how things are actually going to turn out, because Snowbro's Unite is going to be very important. If in case it manages to catch one of the core members, either maybe Machamp, maybe a Gardevoir, or maybe a Glaceon, they'll be shut down just as quickly, and that is going to be such an important tool for them to use.
वेल उससे पहले कि यहाँ पर टीम ब्लू रोटेशन मारती, Greninja सेंटर बीज पहले ही खाली कर दी. इज रियली फोकसिंग ऑन लेवलिंग अप अर्ली बिफोर Gardevoir, और यहाँ पर अगर वो लेवल अप हो जाते हैं, यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी वो 8 हो चुका है, यहाँ पर 720 पे वो किसी भी लेन में रहते हैं, वो लिटरली लेवल 9 के होने वाले हैं यहाँ पर, और वो डिस्ट्रॉय करने वाले हैं अपने यूनाइट से. एज यू सेड ही इज प्लेइंग अ रोल ऑफ ग्लास कैनन, तो लेट्स सी वो ग्लास कैनन अभी क्या करता है यहाँ पर.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing about a glass cannon. You can fire an amazing cannonball, but you will be destroyed in the process. But again, let's just see the contest again going in. Oh, Machamp with the slap. Nice. Man, look at the poke that he actually got from that specific scenario. If in case there was just a couple of people more around there, he would have been taken down.
ओके एज आई सेड कि यहाँ पर डाइव इन करने जा सकते हैं, बट अगेन मैं एक चीज़ बताना चाहता हूँ, यहाँ पर हमें क्लियरली एक सर्फ निंजा की जगह यहाँ पर दिख रहा है शूरिकेन निंजा, जो कि अगेन काफ़ी अच्छा हो सकता है. लैप्रस के अगेन काफ़ी अच्छी रेंज मेंटेन करके वो काफ़ी अच्छा डैमेज दे सकता है लैप्रस को, और लैप्रस जैसे कि हमें कहते हैं थैंक यू पोकेमॉन है, बट अगेन Greninja का सर्फ उसे मेल्ट कर सकता है, और कोई उसके पास आता भी है तो एग्जैक्ट प्लस डबल थिंग वो ईजिली किसी भी सिचुएशन से यहाँ पर स्केप कर सकता है. और अगेन उसके पास स्पोर्ट्स भी है, तो हाँ उसे पकड़ना नियरली इम्पॉसिबल है. ही इज लाइक डॉन, पकड़ना ही नहीं, मुश्किल ही नहीं, इम्पॉसिबल है. थोड़ा सा एपेटाइट करो भाई, यहाँ पर Gardevoir पर डाइव इन कर चुके, Gardevoir को पिक किया जाएगा यहाँ पर. और अभी थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है क्योंकि यहाँ पर लगातार Glaceon के शार्ट्स पड़ रहे थे उन्हें, बट या एचपी रीसेट की जाएगी, और यहाँ पर शायद टॉप रोटेशन देखने को मिल सकती है हमें.
Yes, absolutely correct. So Again, Lapras being poked in decently will be able to survive in this situation. Not massive amount of damage being done, but let's just focus on the fact that both of these teams have been so slow in terms of scoring because they do not want to go in for those engages. They do not want their opponents to get even a little bit of a farm in this situation. So but again, there we go. The chase finally coming in from the side of Uchiha, getting two of them, denying the berry as well. Two into the tower, quickly slammed out of that. Holy smokes, that was a nasty play from a champ, and they will get the tier 1 from of that top side.
Well, इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट में ग्रीन निंजा की escaping abilities की तारीफ ही कर रहा था, लाइक ही हैज एजाइट, उसके पास डबल टीम है, बट अगेन माचिम ने ऑलमोस्ट मिस कर दिया था अपने हेड, उसके बाद ग्रीन निंजा को पिक कर लिया गया। आई मीन जिस हिसाब से माचिम की सिर्फ एक हिट पड़ी है अल्टीमेट अटैक की, यूनाइट मूव की, उसके बाद ही जो डैमेज पड़ा है ग्रीन निंजा को, या वो ग्लास कैनन कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा भारी पड़ रहा है।
It's basically just that again 50-50 scenario wherein if you get him the early farm, he'd be able to just snowball the entire game in your favor. But if it fails, you would have to just try and force this game for as late as possible. Otherwise it will become difficult, and you'll have to get him as much farm as possible in such a short span of time. So for now, there we go. Hoop unleashed, trying to just zone them all off so that the Regulator does not hit on tier 2. It did not. They managed to defend it for now, but the score difference is kicking in. So Emperium are definitely in trouble as of now. There we go. What a shuriken. Not being able to secure that finish.
Game still going pretty decent, but right now, but do you know कहाँ things ज़्यादा worse जाती हैं ग्रीन निंजा के मामले में या ग्लास कैनन के मामले में, जहाँ पे टीम डोमिनेट कर रही होती है, हमारा ग्रीन निंजा एस होता है, सुपर एस होता है, उसका लेवल कैरी करता है और वो लेवल जाके एट गेम सामने रेटिंग को देता है। और इसी के साथ यहाँ पर एसक्यू ने यहाँ पर रजिस्ट्रेट किया है, जो कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्प करने वाले उसकी टीममेट की, स्पेशली ग्रीन निंजा की सबसे डैमेज देने वाले, और यहाँ पर एक के बाद एक पिक किए जाएंगे। बट यहाँ पर मैं देख रहा हूँ यहाँ पर लास्ट वाइज पिक कर ली गई, थोड़ी दिक्कत हो सकती है, यहाँ पर डिफेंडर कम हो चुका है टीम राइट के पास, बट यहाँ पुश फिर भी सक्सेसफुली यहाँ पर देखने को मिल रहा है हमें। पर अगर मैं कंटिन्यू करूँ जो मैं कह रहा था, तो हाँ, इमेजिन अगर ग्रीन निंजा लेवल 13 का होता है और वो किसी लेवल 9 के पोकेमॉन उसको यूनाइट मूव मार के फिनिश कर देता है, क्योंकि यहाँ इस गेम में यूनाइट मूव सबसे पावरफुल है, तो सारा लेवल उस पर्टिकुलर पोकेमॉन के पास चला जाता है, और दैट इज़ रियली बैड फॉर द एंटायर टीम जो ग्लास कैनन के साथ खेल रही है।
Absolutely correct. Very well explained in this situation. And as of now, we're going to quickly focus down on the skirms that is being broken. Machamp might be taken down. It's such a low HP. Will heal back up, and Green Ninja now seems to be in trouble. Yahiko will have to quickly retreat back. His team just coming in front of him so that he does not take any kind of damage. And 109 to 124. Now the things are starting to turn around as the glass cannon is providing them the value. They are winning those fights, and this is exactly what they need to focus on. But I am scared about the second buff that the Gardevoir is actually going to get. Once he's going to hit that level 13, Red Eye will just be insanely strong. So they would have to somehow play around his moves, or maybe just pick him off before he's able to use any kind of moves in that situation. That should probably be the strategies that they want to use in the next upcoming few fights. But for now, they will be getting the Regieleki without any contest. And looking at the level, Green Ninja level 14.
बाय द वे, आई लव कि किस तरीके से माचिम नीचे बैक गोल करने के लिए गए थे जब वो टीम सारी टॉप पे थी, बट आई ऑल्सो लव कि स्लोब्रो इवन डज इट बेटर। उनकी टीम टॉप पे, उन्हें पता था ले लेगी और उन्होंने मौके फायदा होकर ऑलरेडी बॉटम इन पे गोल कर दी। दैट इज रियली इंप्रेसिव प्ले। और यहाँ पर सिर्फ 15 सेकंड्स बचे हुए हमें फाइनल स्टेज के लिए, तो लेट्स सी यहाँ पर क्या होने वाला है। आई मीन काफ़ी ज़्यादा अच्छी पोजीशन मुझे दिख रही है अभी टीम क्लास करनी, तो काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से खेल रही है, क्योंकि उन्होंने रजिस्ट्री मेल्ट कर दिया और एक्स्ट्रा डैमेज का फायदा उठा के जो करने वाले हैं। आई एम लाइक उनका यूनाइट मूव बहुत ज़्यादा डैमेज देने वाला है, तो शायद यहाँ पर गाड़ी और वन शॉट होते हुए देख सकते हैं हमें। हमें देख ही सकते हैं कि क्या होने वाला है। तो या मैं बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड हूँ देखने के लिए कि क्या होने वाला है यहाँ पर।
Exactly, and a disheartening thing that Lapras has been disconnected. So that's probably one of the reasons why they're not able to keep that control that they had in towards the mid part of the game, because they literally lack one full frontliner in this situation. But let's see if in case they're somehow able to get back in this one and force to win this, or maybe if in case they lose this one, force a game number 3. We'll just have to wait as to how things are going to happen after this point, because it's the final stretch and the lead is in favor of Emperium. They should be able to quickly get this. Wait, they are actually going for the 50-50 and they do
Actually,
secure the Rayquaza as well. So that is going to be them quickly making sure to put that final nail in the coffins as well.
एक्चुअली मैं एक चीज़ यहाँ पर बोलने वाला था कि आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड कि किसी की टीम होल्ड कर रही है फाइट को, बट अगेन मैंने देखा जिस तरीके से मेल्ट होने लगा है, वो भी यहाँ पर टीम ब्लू की तरफ से मेल्ट हो रहा था। ऑब्जेक्टिव यानी कि ग्लेशियर मेल्ट कर रही थी इस पर्टिकुलर टाइम जब उनका टीममेट वहाँ पे मौजूद नहीं है। दैट क्लियरली टेल्स अस कि वापस आने की कोई चांस ही नहीं था शायद लैपरस इस गेम में, इसलिए उन्होंने मेल्ट करना स्टार्ट किया इंस्टेड ऑफ वेटिंग फॉर हिम। तो हाँ, ये थोड़ी थोड़ी नहीं एक्चुअली बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम में डाल दिया था टीम ब्लू को यहाँ पर। बट या लेट्स सी कि नेक्स्ट गेम में ये प्रॉब्लम में ठीक होते हुए दिखती है या कमबैक दिखता है नहीं इस टीम का।
Absolutely. But again, for that, we'll just have to wait and see how things are going to turn around. But again, for Emperium, that is a very good, resilience that they put up. That even though they were not the ones who were winning those fights, they made sure that they keep their aggression in control. They needed to get those pickoffs. That is definitely true. They needed to somehow deny the farm to their opponents, but they did it so very strategically that they figured it out that they would have the numbers advantage in certain situations. They forced Greninja to play in those ones so that he would be able to get a few pickoffs. And at the end of the day, we did see Greninja turning level 14. That to when everyone on the side of Team Uchiha's were maybe what maximum level 12. At the end of the day, that is going to be a massive win coming in for the side of Team Emperium, and they are the ones who are in the lead, guys. It's 1-0. Emperium are the one who are winning this for now. But what's going to happen in game 2 and game 3? That is going to be the question. If we are going to see game 3, that is. And I think so that I personally feel like maybe Team Uchiha, they'd be able to come back in the next one. Probably. The draft was good, to be honest. They were winning in that early fight.
वेल जैसे कि मुझे लगता है ना कि यहाँ पर आई डोंट थिंक कुछ प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है। यहाँ पर मुझे डेफिनेटली उम्मीद है कि यहाँ पर एक बहुत अच्छा कमबैक देखने वाला है टीम उचिहास की तरफ से, क्योंकि यहाँ पर आई डोंट थिंक कि उचिहास को सामने वाली टीम से कभी भी कोई प्रॉब्लम हुई है अगर जितने मैचेस देखे जाए उनकी। इस पर्टिकुलर मैच उचिहास को एज हिस्ट्री रिपीट्स इटसेल्फ उचिहास को उनके खुद के ही एक टीममेट ने काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा सा
Ouch.
प्रॉब्लम दी थी। दैट
Ouch.
हर्ट्स, आई नो दैट हर्ट्स। बट या यहाँ पर
Ouch.
थोड़ा-सा डिले देखने को मिल सकता है कि वो प्लेयर को रिकनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा अभी, तभी यहाँ पर कुछ हो सकता है। बट या लेट्स सी।
I think he'll be able to reconnect in without any major issues. But yes, now comes the second game. They need to brush it off. They need to make sure to get it out of their minds because if in case either one of them actually would have this game in their heads, it will get to them and they will have a lot of problem in game number 2. So just as quickly as they'll be able to calm themselves off is going to be a massive improvement for their side, and they need that. They need to do that in game number 2. They need to come out and win if they want to force a game 3. So but again, for that, we'll just have to wait and see. But I really want to ask you, Zero, what are you expecting any kind of changes in the draft?
टू बी ऑनेस्ट यहाँ पर ऋषु फैन अगेन देखने को मिलने वाला है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर दोनों ही टीम में एटलीस्ट ऐसा प्लेयर है जो उर्शिफू बहुत अच्छे तरीके से बिल्ड कर सकता है। तो उर्शिफू को देना ऑब्वियसली ऑरेंज टीम की साइड से कंफर्म है कि वो उर्शिफू बैन करने वाले हैं। ऑरेंज टीम कोई मौका नहीं छोड़ने वाली है, बट ब्लू टीम की तरफ से आई डोंट नो, शायद हुपा ही बैन कर सकते हैं या आई डोंट नो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं वो। बट अगेन पिक्स में उतनी चेंजेस मुझे लग नहीं रही। बट या ग्रे निंजा मैं शायद मुझे लगता है कि चेंज हो सकता है। बट अगेन प्लेयर्स काफ़ी अच्छे हैं, तो वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। उनके डिसीजंस थोड़े रिस्की हो सकते हैं इस पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट पे, स्पेशली अगर वो विन कर रहे हैं लगातार, तो वो थोड़े मैंने देखा है ज़्यादातर इस सिचुएशन में टीम थोड़ा बहुत रिस्क लेती है। लाइक होता है, कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है।
Right, that is correct. That is definitely correct. But again, we'll just have to see. Well, I am kind of expecting that, just as you said, I expect them not to pick Greninja this time, but banning out the Urshifu, yes, of course, it gives an opponent an opportunity to pick an Urshifu if in case it's left open, but also a Glaceon. Both of those Pokemons are so very important. So what kind of drafting strategy you're going to develop as their counters? Like if in case you let Urshifu go to your opponents and you're playing on the orange side, what kind of Pokemon would you pick?
आई विल जस्ट प्रे टू बी ऑनेस्ट, बिकॉज़ फर्स्ट एडिशन में उर्शु सच में बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्ट्रक्टिव होता है। इस टाइम पे शायद काउंटर के लिए तो ऑब्वियसली ले सकते हैं, बट ऑब्वियसली 5 लेवल 5 स्पाइक होना ज़रूरी होता है या फिर शायद वो लेवल पे। बट अगेन स्टिल काउंटर करना बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल होता है उसको। So I don't think instead of picking different Pokemons, play at your own best Pokemons, but just ignore first fight where Urshifu rotates. Just
Hmm.
ignore him. Let him take these. Let him go. Just ignore him. उसके पास गोल्स ही नहीं होंगे गोल्स करने के लिए वो चला जाएगा या तो उसकी जंगल पे इन्वेट करो जहाँ से स्टे कर रहा है तो मतलब कर सकता है
Uh, are we seeing a no ban?
इज इट
Never mind.
पॉसिबल
No, we're gonna have a restart. Probably there's some technical issue yet again that we encountered. So we're gonna have a restart of this game too, guys. As we can see that there has been no ban coming in from the side of Team Uchihas. They've again got that reconnect issue, and and just because we're gonna have a redraft, we'll see Zacian coming in.
Well, I'm telling you, there's Itachi in Uchiha's team. I'm clearly telling you, they might be in big trouble.
My goodness, they need to somehow launch an investigation in this case. But again, finally we're gonna see Cinderace. Even though it's gonna be a redraft, I'm gonna be happy about him.
Well, who do you think who's gonna investigate this case? Tobirama.
And that wouldn't mean an investigation, you know. He would be happy for that. Or
Well,
maybe Sarutobi, Hiruzen, maybe. He would actually launch the investigation though. But again, you know, there's one thing that I was kind of thinking. If in case you've given Urshifu to your opponents, and it's basically what you just said as well, that avoid that early fight and try to play in the opposite lane of Urshifu. If you know that he's actually gonna go and rotate towards that top lane, which they normally do, maybe you just try and put your rotation in a situation wherein you go towards the bottom side. Try and dominate towards the bottom. Draft in such a way that you definitely have an option to win those fights in the bottom, and you kind of try and leverage that lead into something big on the other side of the map.
well, there's one more thing I want to add कि अगर उर्शियो के साथ टॉप लेन में ऑलरेडी कोई पोकेमॉन है जो तुम्हें लगता है तुम उसे किल कर सकते हो तो यू शुड गो फॉर हिम फर्स्ट बिफोर Urshifu, if he gives show mercy on you and let you do that, or somehow you manage to kill the top laner, so you can somehow weaken him a little. So शायद तब फाइट कर सकते हो सिनेरियो में बट हाँ अगर 3v3 फाइट है फेयर फाइट है इवन अगर टॉप पे ऑब्वियसली कोई ना कोई सपोर्टर होता है तो काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा सा ना एडवांटेज तभी होगा ही Urshifu के पास तुम्हें बस कहीं न कहीं वो एडवांटेजेस लेने को पड़ेंगे एक-एक करके तभी शायद चांसेस बन सकते हैं कि Urshifu को बीट कर पाओ। बट अगेन Urshifu इज़ रियली ओवरपावर्ड राइट नाउ एट फर्स्ट
That's
पोजीशन।
true. That is absolutely true. Now, well, we're gonna enjoy some Serena, Cypher, Gengar. I mean, how often do we see a Gengar being picked up?
या
Not
बट
so often.
आई जस्ट फॉरगॉट वन थिंग there's side we saw on recent patch there's a Scizor buff. I think
Mhm.
Scizor can somehow handle Urshifu, I think, with the bullet punch. What do you think?
It is possible. It is possible. It will come down to the micro plays though, because you would have to dodge that surging strike if in case Urshifu is going in for the surging strike.
It's
So you
impossible
would
to
have
dodge
to
surging strike. It's
no,
impossible.
no, that's the thing. No, so
But again, Scizor is tanky also. He gains
hmm,
a restored little HP when he hits his enemy. So I think थोड़ा बहुत हैंडल कर सकता है अगर थोड़ा सपोर्ट मिल जाए सिजोर को आई थिंक ऑब्वियसली सिजोर है तो टॉप लेनर ही होगा तो अगर बैक लेन अच्छा हो लाइक दिस इज द बेस्ट सिनेरियो आई एम टेलिंग यू राइट नाउ सिजोर टॉप लेन पे लेवल 5 हो जाता है और बैक से ग्लेशियन व्हेन अगेन नॉट पॉसिबल कि ग्लेशियन लेवल 6 हो जाए बट हाँ मेरे के लिए अगर ग्लेशियन आ जाती है तो ही हो सकता है या फिर आई डोंट नो कौन सा मेडिकल बचा सकता है तो मैं उर्शिफू से आई थिंक सिल्वियन शायद
possible. You can try and maintain that range and keep on giving that poke. You've got the decent amount of damage as well. Just forget it. Go Cinderace, man. Use the Unite, spam everything, and pray for your survival. But again,
वेल
at the same time, you know, we've been talking about Urshifu quite a lot. And there are a few compositions which you can definitely try and to
there's a
stop him in his tracks. Mhm.
yeah there's a reason to talk about Urshifu. I'm like every team is banning Urshifu for some reason.
Exactly. and no one's actually allowing it to go through, no matter what. Urshifu is banned out, and in the games that has been picked, he has been shut. He has been basically dealing everyone so much damage that everyone else is shut down. You always see that Urshifu is jumping there, jumping here, making sure that he's onto the edge of that back line.
Well, if
It's just
someone's not
he's a
watching,
menace.
yeah, if someone's not banning Urshifu, I can clearly hear those words. I don't want, I want problems. I
Exactly.
mean,
I'm here to cause menace. Bro woke up and has been choosing violence ever since.
he's decided to go against Urshifu. I mean, just pray and just take glass cannon and don't think about anything. Just take it.
And hope he makes a mistake. Hope he makes a mistake and gets shut down. But all right, guys, we've been talking way too much about only Urshifu. I know you all love all the different Pokemons, and there are quite a lot of ways to counter Urshifu. So make sure to hit it in the comment section as well and tell us what do you think is the best way to counter Urshifu. Now we are gonna jump into the draft as well. Ban phase is going to begin. We've troubleshooted all the technical problems, and we're gonna quickly see what are going to be the bans. Now, maybe an Urshifu, maybe a Glaceon, or they can try and decide to take a slow bro away. There are just a lot of possibilities, but for now, we're gonna see
Same.
the Garchomp as well as the Urshifu. Same bans coming in.
Well, here, last line for Urshifu. I'm telling you guys, we are only talking about Urshifu because Zacian is banned.
Yep, Zacian has been banned out, so no pick Zacian. Sorry for that. He's been just like that since he was launched, maybe? He has not been picked up even once in front of me. I mean, either the teams just ban him off, the second team always bans Zacian. No matter what, they are going to ban Zacian.
There's a twist. Even the tournament organizer banned him off. He's a menace. He's really a
Who is
menace. Not
Who
fair
is
for this
Zacian?
game. But yeah, we
Who
can
is
clearly
Zacian?
see. We can clearly see यहाँ पे स्लो रो पिक कर लिया गया. I mean, मुझे क्या, मैं तो स्लो रो हूँ यहाँ पर. साथ साथ ग्लेसियन भी आ गया. क्वाइट डिसेंट लग रहा है अभी दोनों ही काम. डिफेंडर सपोर्टर को प्रायोरिटी दी जा रही है यहाँ पर. अगेन अटैकर के लिए लेवल 4 स्पाइक दोनों ही टीम में. क्वाइट बैलेंस पिकअप्स. बट अगेन यहाँ पर चैंडलर पिक कर दिया गया है. अब देखते हैं क्या पिक किया जाता है.
Absolutely correct. Now, they've got the Glacier Chandelier, now also a Clefable. The way that
Well,
Team
I must
Emperium
say-
are actually answering back. Oh, wait, they're actually going for the same comp?
yes, I'm quite surprised right now. They're quite confident for now.
Both
yeah.
the teams, to be honest.
But
Both
yeah,
of them are actually going in for the same comps almost.
But right now, what I'm thinking, oh, there's some menace.
Ah, there we go. Zoroark. Tell me about it. I've been playing this Pokemon since he was
This is-
launched. I was solid one
Same
game.
here. For now, this particular Pokemon is my favorite Pokemon in this entire game. I love Zoroark, and those who play Zoroark, I'm really excited to see what you're gonna do with that.
What skill comp you go with this year?
Zacian?
Not
I
Zacian,
think
sorry, Zoroark.
Zoroark. Actually, when I think I need to give my 100%, I need to play serious. I'll go with easier comp like I actually forgot the name. I just pressing buttons when I talk Zoroark. But yeah, Faint Attack and Shadow Cloud. So that way कोई बंदा मूव नहीं कर पाता है. जस्ट कंटिन्यूसली डैमेज. और जब मुझे लगता है सामने स्टन नहीं है, सामने वाले इजी है थोड़े, देन आई टेक नाइट स्लैश. उस टाइम पे उनके पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं होता. उनके पास स्टन नहीं है, बहुत खत्म है. उनके पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है, उनके पास स्टन नहीं है तो.
I know, right? It's so fun to play whenever you're playing Zoroark. But that's one of the important thing is that I need this skin. I really did Japanese style skin, but nonetheless, the thing about Zoroark is also that whenever you're playing that Pokemon, you definitely need to get a few early pickoffs. He is very strong in that early game, especially whenever he's trying to go in for attack towards the back line, because he will get them to low HPs. Good enough for your attackers to just go and try and get that one basic attack or auto attack in to finish them off. You need a few early pickoffs, and then you will literally snowball in towards that mid to late game, and you will be able to jump in towards that back line with your mobility, with your combo. But again, we will have to wait, guys. We'll have to see as we are going to witness the game number 2 of the grand finals in the battle pyramid between teams Emperium, who are on the purple side taking on Team Uchihas, who are on the orange side. The lead is with Emperium 1-0. Let's see what happens in game number 2.
Well, again, यहाँ पर fun really contest हो रहा है. I mean, they're really playing it. Same time में mid की farm को और जो back की farm है same time में लेना है. What is happening here? No, same time में दोनों ही farm ली गई हैं यहाँ पर, एक भी नहीं. और यहाँ पर top पे लेकर top पे में जोराक देखिए मुझे already level 4 पर हो चुका है यहाँ पर. I'm quite excited to see कि क्या करने वाला है यहाँ पर.
I mean, there's a Grey Ninja in your opponent who will probably go in for that same combo. That is going to be his water shuriken. I think so Zoroark should be able to take him down, but his double team word, it should provide some kind of confusion to him to pick up the correct target. Maybe.
I think it's impossible कि यहाँ पे Night Slash pull किया जा सकता है. It's obviously gonna be Faint Attack and Shadow Blows. This is the only way he can take down Ranger, I guess.
Correct. And again, he would, once the Blastoise it reaches level 9, then he's going to be so disruptive for Zoroark in that situation. Depending if he's actually deciding to go with the Surf or maybe he wants to go in for that Rapid Spin. I'm personally expecting him to go for the Rapid Spin as of now. Zoroark trying to go in for that damage. Getting some chip damage done and will be. Oh, look at that! Look at his HP. So very low in that situation. But Glaceon though comes out, picks up a pick off on Trevenant.
Actually, you know what I do in this particular in this game? Sometimes when I think I can take down one player, I mean make him like invisible, make him 4v4 game. So I do. मैं कभी-कभी ऐसे मूव सेट ले लेता हूँ जो यूजलेस होते हैं बट उस पर्टिकुलर पोकेमॉन को शट डाउन कर देता है. तो हाँ, यहाँ पर सर्फ ब्लास्टर इस काइंड ऑफ वो चीज कर सकता है अगर देखा जाए तो.
Exactly. He could be able to just do that one specific thing for his own teammates. So, you know, that going for that one-for-one trade, I was just about to say something so controversial that would have put my career online. But yeah, you can just be like, let's go. I'm going to pick him off, and no matter what, even if I'm traded, I'm just going to pick that one Pokemon off from the opponent's arsenal. Just because that is the most impactful Pokemon on their lineup, and that is also one of the some amazing strategies that these players use. That they target one specific Pokemon to finish him off, and then that kind of puts the entire lineup in a situation wherein they're not working as effectively as they would have in the situation if it was otherwise. But for now, we're gonna focus on the bottom Regi objective. It's gonna be the Regi.
वेल यहाँ पे काफ़ी अच्छी खासी स्पेस लेके बैठी हुई थी टीम रेड, और यहाँ पर काफ़ी अच्छी जगह बना ली है टीम ने भी यहाँ पर. और आई थिंक यहाँ पर रेजियाइट से फोकस हटके बंदों पे ज़्यादा चलाई थी. यहाँ पर जोराक भी फाइट करते हुए यहाँ पर खैर जिस तरीके से सैंडलर ने ये ऑब्जेक्टिव सिक्योर किया दिस इज रियली इंटरेस्टिंग. बट यहाँ पर एक पुश देखने मिल सकता है. यहाँ पर ग्लेशियर ने राइट दिया, यहाँ पर पिक ऑफ किया जा सकता है सीजन पर. सीजन काउंट निकल सकती है. आई थिंक यहाँ पर ग्लेशियर को थोड़ी और दिक्कत होती है, बट यार काफ़ी ज़्यादा डैमेज.
But again,
actually, Zoroark is really confusing me right now.
He's just not stopping. He's literally not stopping. His only aim is to create as much chaos as possible, and he's doing that. And for now, he will continue to do so. Trevenant finished off Stanley, and that is going to be another pick off and a big win for the side of Team Uchiha. They're playing amazing in this situation.
Okay, so
pick off, maybe. Capable. Will she be picked off? Nope, she will survive. But what? Did they manage to take the tier 2? Yep, they did in the first 4.5
they
minutes
did,
of the game.
but the last time.
Exactly, and Slowbro still surviving, making sure to help Zoroark retreat from that situation. Trevenant will not be able to chase them down.
Well, जिस हिसाब से अभी Zoroark चल रहा है, I don't think कोई रोक सकता है. बट यार कोई ऐसा है क्योंकि ब्लास्टर्स काफ़ी हद तक बेस से बैठे थे, उन्हें ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं किया, गोल नहीं किए थे. तो आई थिंक वो पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन में आई थिंक थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन वहाँ पे हो सकता है. बट या अभी यहाँ पर टॉप बेस पे अच्छी खासी अपॉर्चुनिटी है ग्रे निंजा के पास, और यहाँ पर ब्लास्टर्स के पास कि वो बेस तोड़ सकते हैं. और हाँ, ये बेस शायद मुझे टूटता हुआ देखेगा. आई डोंट थिंक कि ज़्यादा ओडी हुआ है यहाँ पर, और ऑब्जेक्टिव शायद मिल सकता है यहाँ पर. बट यार Zoroark को काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से शट डाउन किया जा रहा है. ब्लास्टर्स अपना जो रोल है काफ़ी चीज़ें निकाले, बट यार अगेन सही टाइम पे वहाँ से निकलने की कोशिश की थी, बट नहीं, बहुत कम एच में निकल गए हैं Zoroark यहाँ से. और यहाँ पर ब्लास्टर्स से टेक डाउन किया जा सकता है.
Absolutely correct, and there we go. Greninja finishing off Capable right off the bat, and the second one as well. But the holy smokes, flank coming in from Charizard. He was able to take down Greninja in that situation with his Glaceon. I was not expecting that to happen, but what a well played scenario. And these icicle spears, just three basic attacks, and then boom, there you go, being swarmed in with those ice spears right on your face. The damage is absolutely amazing, to be honest, but I can see the controls shifting towards the side of Team Emperium in this situation. Unite's being used up. Key still surviving on such a low HP. Will quickly retreat back to safety as Hoopa was unleashed as well. Who will be taking charge over in this situation? Greninja joining the fight. There we go. Heavy Steel being secured by Trevenant. So it is going to be Emperium who would be trying to make sure to get that advantage in and get the tier 1 on towards that bottom side as well. 114 to 191 is the difference. But wait, Chandler getting the pick off on Blastoise.
वेल अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ पर थोड़ी पॉसिबिलिटीज यहाँ पर आई डोंट थिंक कि एटलीस्ट 30 सेकंड्स का कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव आने वाला है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 30 सेकंड्स के बाद आई थिंक यहाँ पर टॉप लेन पे रेजली की देखने को मिल सकता है, जो कि थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम में फंस सकती है। यहाँ पर बेस देखने को मिल रहा है टीम ब्लू का, आई थिंक थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम पड़ सकती है टॉप फाइट में। बट या लेट्स सी कि टीम रेड डिफेंड करती है उस ऑब्जेक्टिव को या फिर टॉप पे आके फाइट करती है। जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है यहाँ पर टीम ब्लू का एक भी पोकेमॉन पिक किया गया, तो यहाँ पर टॉप पे से कुछ देखने को मिल सकता है हमें।
Absolutely correct. And again, let's see. They're still trying to go in for that small skirmish in towards that mid, probably just to get the advantage towards the Reggie Lecky. And the farm difference is not that high. It's just a level or two difference between both of them. The junglers are almost equal. They are actually equal on level from both captains, the same one. But again, I am seeing Greninja being pretty solid and pretty strong in this case. And he's doing a very good job. Zoroark needs to get him out of the picture. I really like this costume, man. But this game is so very good.
Well, everyone thinks it's quite expensive, I must say, but yeah. अभी अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ पर ग्रीनचा को थोड़ा सा परेशान कर रहा है स्लो, टॉप पे आई थिंक गुड फाइट हो रही है। बट यार अब मैं यहाँ पे देख रहा हूँ एग्जैक्ट सेम टाइम मैप पे 3 स्पॉट्स पे फाइट हो रही है डिफरेंट। नीचे ग्लेशियन वर्सेस डिफेंडर चल रहा था, लाइक टॉप जंगल में ग्रीनिंजा वर्सेस डिफेंडर चल रहा था, टॉप पे अलग फाइट चल रही है। आई एम लाइक ये जिस हिसाब से गेम चला है, आई एम रियली फीलिंग लाइक दिस इज द पेनाल्टी, दे आर प्लेइंग लाइक टीम। Yeah.
You're absolutely correct, and you know that is one of the most important things wherein you try and divide the fight. This is what the side of Emperium wanted. They want to take those fights when they are divided. They do not want Greninja to take a fight with Zoroark, and they are trying to divide the Zoroark's fight to a different issue. But what exactly happened in that situation was that Slowbro was trying to keep Greninja out of that fight, just so Zoroark would be able to get a pick off or a couple of them to secure a win for their team and then try and convert it into another objective, which was entirely denied. And now it's a 218 to 191 score differential. So Emperium, they are in a pretty decent position as of now. They've got the Unites up, all the Unites up, and they will try and jump in as well. And look at that, there we go, Unites coming in, the rapid spin. No, this is exactly what we were talking about. Key getting Glaceon out of the picture, and that is the most important pick in that lineup. They will be able to take them out one after the other now, as Slowbro also falls. Low HP Rayquaza will be easily secured by Emperium.
I mean,
they will get the game number 2.
यहाँ पर एक फनी चीज जो है नोटिस किया है, ये दिस नॉट रिलेटेड टू एनालिटिक्स, बट those teams are like exactly similar to each other, like same base top का मतलब ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही पैटर्न था। जो ईवीज थी लाइक मुझे पता है रोटेशन दी थी, बट सेम टाइम में राइट टाइम लाइक सेम चीजें कर रही है दोनों ही टीम, तो वो थोड़ा सा फनी मोमेंट था। बट यार काफी अच्छा खेला इस गेम में दोनों ही टीम ने, बट साइड नहीं ले सकता हूँ इस पर्टिकुलर टाइम में किस तरीके से, क्या लाइक दोनों ही टीम ने बहुत परफेक्टली खेला था इस पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट पे। जस्ट एक ब्रीफ मोमेंट था जहाँ पे एक विनिंग पॉइंट था, हाँ वहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्टिव सिक्योर किया गया, बस खत्म। बाकी Zoroark really killed it.
Absolutely correct. He actually tried. He was the one who was creating quite a lot of problems for the entire lineup of Emperium in that situation. So Uchihas definitely did try their level best. They had the advantage for quite a long time. I mean, look at that. Till 8 minutes mark, they were the ones who were having that advantage. 191. But at the end of the day, It is going to be a 2-0 in favor of Emperium, and they're the ones who have won the Battle Pyramid. Congratulations, Emperium. They were the ones who were holding the Tower 3 as well, who were holding the Tower 3 as well. God, my English. And at the end of the day, they have won this weekly tournament. Guys, there, make sure to join us tomorrow as well, because we will be having the Nordwind Community Cup semi-finals as well as the finals. 3 best of threes, 2 of semis, 1 of grand finals, and you would definitely want to cheer your favorite team. So make sure to stay tuned and join us tomorrow. And how are you going to do that? When are you going to know that the stream is going to begin? For that, you would need to click on that subscribe button, won't you? Right? And hit that bell notification. Otherwise, just like Zero, you won't get any kind of notification, and Zero, click on that bell notification. Jokes apart, guys. Jokes apart. This has been me, Scared Yet, your host, alongside me, Zero, and we're gonna catch you guys tomorrow around the same time. So make sure to join us and have a good evening.
Stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. You've met your match, I'm no beginner. No beginner. Gotta get to I stand tall 'cause I know I'm a winner. Knock me down, I'll just get up again. You've met your match, I'm no beginner.